Jasmine, get rid of the Christmas shit.
Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to the grand finale of I Love Money Reindeer Games. As always, I am your host and HBIC of the evening, Slightly Bitta, aka Dylan Andrews. For the past 40 days, 18 competitors have been battling it out in ho downs, paymaster challenges, and intense vault ceremonies unlike ever seen before. And tonight, we have three left in the competition, all with different ways of getting to the end. We have Jake, the only returning player from I Love Money to still be in the competition. After facing multiple different ho downs and the box and winning a paymaster challenge and an immunity challenge, he is here in the top. Then we have Tori, the person whose name has been called out at multiple different vault ceremonies, yet she has only been voted into the bottom one time. She also has won three different individual challenges. And then we've got Jasmine, the total newbie to DH1, from going into the duel the first night, then winning her way back into the competition last episode. She has won the most amount of duels this season at 4, and she has been in the bottom the most amount of times at 7. Crazy. All worthy ways of making it to the end, but tonight, only two things stand in the way between them and victory. First, they will have to face off in a right to stay competition as they face the dreaded I Love Money Gauntlet. And then the ghosts of Christmas Past will return to have their final say, where they will crown the winner of I Love Money Season 14. Now, before we get into tonight's events, let's check in with tonight's finalists. So, hello, guys. I am so happy for all three of you. Not many people can say that they have made it to the end of a DH1 season, but you guys can. So, I want to start off with Tori. So, Tori, you came into this competition fresh off the heels of DH1's Traders. How different was I Love Money compared to being in the Traders?
Oh, it's so different because in traders, your objective is trying to find traders and you're labeled as either a faithful or a trader. So you really have to work as a group, but then you don't know exactly who you can trust because you don't know what they say is correct. Whereas in I Love Money, it's about building really strong alliances and bonds that you just hope aren't going to decay.
So one notoriety that you have this season that no one else has is that you made it all the way to finale night, only going into the bottom one time. And that one time, you were not voted in by everyone else. You were voted in by Enid, who was the Joy Master for that round. So technically speaking, you have never been voted into the bottom. How do you think you were able to accomplish that?
I think it just piggybacks again off of having really strong alliances and people that you know would have your back that wouldn't cast a vote on you. And luckily for me in this game, I was able to build a lot of alliances and people that put their trust in me where I knew that they wouldn't cast a vote against me.
Do you think that you're going to be the winner tonight?
It's possible. I mean, we all have what, like a close to a 33.33% chance?
Well, we're just going to have to wait and see. I wish you luck tonight. Next up is Jake. So, Jake, we started off this competition with two-thirds of the players being returning players from previous I Love Money seasons. You are now the only I Love Money returning player to be here in the finals. Not only that, but of all of them, you actually had placed, I believe, the worst on your original season. How does it feel to be the last I Love Money vet standing in the game?
Yeah. I think it goes to show that you shouldn't underestimate anybody in this competition. I mean, I came in, like you said, worst placement out of all the vets. And look at them. They're all in the jury. I'm still here. And it's crazy. I mean, anything can happen in this game. I didn't think I'd get to final three, but here I am, you know? I mean, I think, and I'm going for the whole thing. I'm going for the whole shebang. I'm going to win this whole thing. I'm going to try my best to win this whole thing, you know? But, um, I'm ready to do this.
How did your game differ this time around compared to how you played in season 12?
I think in season 12, I really hid who I was. I was not very proud of, my disability diagnosis, who I was as a human being. But now being more like actualized and more like mature, I was 19 then, I'm 21 now. Having gone through a full college tenure, I think that helped me really prepare and be well equipped for this game coming back rather than, me who was in season 12 tunnel visioning on anyone who ever said my name and just being more fluid, like being open to talking to whoever would be in my presence or be near me, like being like, hey, let's talk, let's work together, let's get this going, and being completely open to whoever and whatever. My motto this season: never close a door.
Well, never close a door you did. Throughout this competition, Tori has had people very vocally on her side, and Jasmine has had people very vocally on her side. However, you've had people vocally against you throughout this game. Chase threw you under the bus for allegedly not giving alleged something with the milk and cookies, allegedly, or allegedly stealing it from him. And then during the later vault ceremonies, when there was a sacrificial lamb needed, you ended up being the one that was thrown down to the bottom.
Yep.
However, you're still here. Do you think going into finale night, you not having solidified alliances that maybe you stayed loyal to or that you betrayed, do you think that's going to be an advantage coming in tonight or a disadvantage?
I think my game that I played was the way I needed to play it, because rather than being fully, completely loyal to people, like I said again, I was fluid. I was ready to do what I needed to do to get me here. I always had to put me first. That was my rule going in the game, was to put myself first whenever I needed to. And if I could bring people along with me that I feel like would like work with me and feel like, that I could really vibe with, then I could definitely start, being more loyal. But when I started this game, like in season 12, I was too loyal, way too loyal, too much so, like to the point where I could barely say any names. But now I'm out here, I was saying names and people were saying my name back. And, again, I'm still here. I may have been a sacrificial lamb at some points, but that's because people knew and nobody was going to specifically target and eliminate me. I think, like, I mean, Enid, Demonica, Will, and Jasmine have all said, people who were, somewhat against me, that I was never their number one target. So, I mean, I don't think I was really anyone's like big kahuna in this game, like the white whale. And I didn't need to be. That was by design.
Well, I wish you luck in tonight in the finale. Thank you, Jake. And last but not least is Jasmine. So, Jasmine, you came into this game uh, moments before the first night had officially begun. So, from the very beginning, you kind of were behind on making those relationships. This ended up resulting in you going into the duels one, two, three, four times, and then being in the box, I believe it was a total of 7 or 8 times. Um, how do you feel getting through all of those eliminations, and making it to the final, not only by surviving all those duels, but also as the only totally new DH1 player?
I had a blast. I mean, I was certainly at a disadvantage socially because this was my first time ever doing something like this, but I'm here to play. And what being on the bottom let me do was play week after week after week and compete week after week after week and win week after week after week. And that's what I'm here to do, baby. Let's play some games and I'll go home with another win.
The next thing to point out is that you are the only one here of the final three that has had your check voided. However, during the last episode, you won another challenge where you got yourself back into the competition. Do you think this will be used against you, or do you think adding another win to your belt will actually be used, to your advantage?
To be honest, I think it's a negligible event because it was down to me and Edgar in
Mhm,
that box when my check got voided.
mhm,
And the reason, so I'll just give the chronology of it. So my check got voided, and then Edgar quit before another episode happened. And then the challenge happened to get back in. So in my mind, essentially in that box in the alt universe, Edgar said, "You know what? I think I need to quit for my job." And my check was never voided, and I just stayed in the game because it's not like I missed any gameplay. So I think it might be an easy
mhm.
argument to make to use it against me, but realistically, it's just another win.
Maybe slid a candy cane over to the Ghost of Christmas Past, had him rewrite right time for you. I see the vision.
Yeah.
Uh, the last question for you tonight is, you are the last standing member of your alliance who you were fiercely loyal to the point where you forwent using your milk and cookies and sent and let yourself go down to the duel. Being that a lot of them are on the jury, do you think that you have a good chance if you are able to get to that jury stage tonight?
I would hope so. I do. I think that in a game like this, you your words and your actions follow you. So I've played this game the way that I would play in real life, the way that I would be happy if anyone saw. I've never played in a way that I couldn't look at myself and be proud of what I did. So I think that has everything to do with the way this final finale goes because the honor of being on the jury is getting to say, hey, maybe you got to the final three, final two by playing shitty, but you're not going to win today. I mean, it takes you back to what Survivor season one. There's rats and there's snakes. And then there's sweet little baby angels like me.
Well, we'll see if you're the rat or you're the snake tonight. I wish you luck in tonight's final. Okay, so with the stakes set, the three of you tonight are competing for a spot in the DH1 Hall of Fame as I believe our 21st inductee into the Hall of Fame. You are also competing for a cash prize. Now, currently, we have raised a grand total of $163 on Cash App, and we have raised, give me one second, $389 on Venmo, and then I believe there's like 30 or 40 on PayPal. Right now, we're hovering somewhere around, after the 50-50 split, it's somewhere around the 275 mark. Viewers, there is still an opportunity for you to donate tonight to the Cash App $DH1 Network or the Venmo at Dylan-Andrews-18 if you want to increase the prize pool. But there is also a fan favorite vote going on because tonight we are going to award a cash prize to your favorite competitor this season. Now, you can vote for any of the final three, or you can vote for one of your favorite eliminated players. And speaking of eliminated players, I think it's time we reintroduce the Ghost of Christmas Past and our jury. Starting off with the very first the very first member of the jury. Welcome back, Tyler. Hello, Tyler. Welcome back. Oh, he's got Jenna in the background. Next up is she is one of the most fiery contestants in DH1 history, and she will go down in history for her iconic 6th run in the game. Please welcome back DeMonica Santangelo, our second member of the jury.
Hi, everybody. Well, I'm not sharing my video. Hi, everybody. I'm back.
Our next member of the jury, she's juror number 4. She's won this game before. Now let's see how she uses that knowledge in her jury vote tonight. It is the icon DH1 Hall of Famer Chantel Washington.
Hey guys, congratulations, finalists.
And lastly, he was this close to reaching the finale of this season. However, he just could not make it work in the Reindeer Moves Challenge. Say hello to our final member of the jury, Will.
Oh wow, you forgot DH1 Mini Hall of Fame member Dylan.
Okay. So tonight, as you guys may have noticed, Edgar, Michael, and Enid are all not present for tonight's jury. So, however, I have received a list of who they would like to see win from highest to lowest end, and I have received a speech from one of them that I will be reading aloud tonight. So the stakes going into tonight is you guys are about to face the I Love Money Gauntlet. The way this will work is this is essentially the final ho-ho-ho-down of the season, and all of you will be battling in it. You will have to face off in 3 stressful and hard challenges. The first 2 competitors that complete these challenges will advance to the final jury vote and be our final 2. So that means tonight you will be using your physical game to get yourself to the final 2 and your social and strategic game to win the entire competition. The first player that is able to complete the gauntlet and secure their spot in the final 2 will hold the power to eliminate 1 member of the jury, which will bring the final jury vote count from 8 to an odd 7. However, tonight we do have 1 jury member who is not here and has not given me a vote. So in the event that Enid does not show up or does not submit me a vote, she will automatically be removed from the jury, and unfortunately, the winner will get jack squat. Sorry. But you still get a spot in the final 2, so I will try to get a hold of Enid. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to ask the 3 of you to head on over to your StreamYard room and get ready to start this challenge. So I'm going to place you guys over there. Good luck. Now, while our top 3 are competing for a spot in the final 2, our jury is going to have a little roundtable to discuss the finalists and the merits of who should be the winner of this season. So while we're setting up, jury, I'm going to give you free reign. Yeah, I'm just going to let y'all talk it out. Good luck.
Well, did you see that shit Jake said about the vets? I'm like, we're all on the fucking jury, bro.
I think
What
that
did he say?
I
He
think
was
that
like,
Jake is so arrogant.
he is a smug, egotistical bastard. I'm sorry, he ain't getting
Yeah,
my
Oh my
fucking vote.
God.
just like the
Wait, what did
just
he do to you guys? I'm
just
so
He's
the
just a
fact
confused.
what he
he's a
said that
fucking
nobody had him. He said that nobody had him as their number 1 target. Jake has always
yeah.
been, and the problem is they all were a target.
Was Jake
Mm-hmm.
even loyal to anybody? That's my question.
Y'all, I need y'all to come on camera because the stream only sees Will.
Oh yay. Hi.
Okay, well, my camera's not working. I'm sorry. That's the best I could do.
Can I blur my background? I don't like my bed being seen. Like
I'm
that's
like, isn't
what a magic.
Demonica, isn't it a shock that Edgar isn't here after what happened today?
I knew his pussy face ass, bitch ass face looking ass.
Wait, what happened with Edgar? I'm so confused. What's going on? I
Yeah, you
didn't even
sound
read
so
the chat.
sleepy. I love it.
Yeah, can you give me the 411? What happened?
Okay, hold on.
Chantal,
Let me try to get my. I guess I won't be able to do that, so I'll just cut it on.
you should
Give
just
me
look at
the
Skype.
signals.
I don't want my bed in there.
To quote Demonica, I'm gonna kill you.
I didn't mean to
What?
say that. That came out of nowhere. But like, okay, so can I just explain myself because I want to explain that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so basically, so the other day when Jasmine re-entered the game, he made us. I think Will said something. I can't remember the formality or what happened, but Will said something about who do you guys want to vote, or he said something like I want something like Jasmine.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he said I'm voting for blah blah blah. I'm not gonna say who's voting for because it's not that time yet. But he said something about Jasmine coming back in, and how he's never been a fan of buybacks, and so he's not going to vote for her because she's already been eliminated. And my response to that was, well, the same could be said about someone who quits the game. They shouldn't have a vote. And he this is what he does, and this is why I'm irritated with him, and this is where it comes from. When you're a smug jackass, or you're somebody that is condescending, you make comments that are belittling to someone, and when you've made these comments throughout the game, and then people, they have never been addressed. The situation has never been addressed publicly. But Eggert is someone who likes to make smug comments, and he hides behind that goody tush tush God thing. And I don't like that. I don't like when somebody is fake like that. Jasmine deserves to be in this game just as much as any of us do. Okay? We all deserve to be here. This was a magnificent season. Everybody in the season brought something great to it, regardless of the fact that they left or not. Buybacks are a big part of some of these games. Big Brother definitely does these type of buyback competitions. And in fact, last year when I was playing with Lucy and all those kids in the Christmas special, they brought back the Ghost of Christmas Past, which was everybody that was eliminated. And Connor, I think that's his name, won.
Yeah.
Okay, he came back and he won. So
Yeah.
it's not unheard of. It's not something that's unheard of in this game. It was upsetting, of course, but we couldn't stop it. You know what I'm saying? So Jasmine coming back into the game, and if she wins, she wins. Connor won last year. He was eliminated in the second round, and he won the whole fucking thing. My thing is this: it gets a little bit personal when when somebody looks at me and says, "Oh, DeMonica, I guess you didn't know why I decided to quit because I got a promotion." Well, you know what? This game has been on a leave of absence since Christmas. Okay,
Hmm.
that's about a 2-week span of nothing happening. In fact, the energy in the game has completely died because of that. So bringing somebody back definitely was a big gamble. But when you say something like this person doesn't deserve to be here when they were eliminated the day before or the episode before, that's not fair. It's not fair. That's your personal opinion. And so I was just letting him know that you didn't complete the game. You quit. So if you didn't complete the game, you shouldn't even be in the jury because you didn't even get eliminated to go to the jury. So don't say that Jasmine doesn't deserve to be here if you're in the jury making a decision whether she wins or not.
Well, who added Edgar to the jury?
I don't know who did that production, I guess. But
Um,
his response to me was, DeMonica, I guess you didn't know before you made that comment why I quit. Well, Edgar, you had 2 weeks to quit. You had one episode to quit when Jasmine was in the box and you were next to her. So you robbed her of her position in the game and you quit right after she was eliminated. So that's to me is unfair. Did you stay in the game long enough to get your targets out and then you decided to quit because your friends are in the bottom, the friends are in the final? That's how it looks to me. You know, I
yeah.
wasn't trying to personally attack him or say anything. It was my viewpoint. If you're gonna say something about her, then you need to look in the mirror and look at yourself. You don't deserve to be here either. You quit. If I had quit, I wouldn't deserve to be in the jury. So that's just what I feel.
I
And
didn't like the
today,
fact that he sent that link for you to get a therapist or psychiatric help. That was weird.
yeah, so we were like doing like these gifts between me, Tyler, and Will. They were sending like a lot of stuff. So I like New York. I love New York. but he makes a comment that I wish I was New York. So I just said that your wife wishes you had a bigger dick. It wasn't an insult. It
Oh
was
my God.
it was.
Monica.
I mean, don't come for me unless
It's so random.
well, I mean, don't come for me unless I send for you, bitch. And also, this is the
Oh my
thing.
God.
When I was having my emotional breakdown during that night that we left, he was
Uh-huh.
laughing at it. He was laughing at me. He on the video, he's laughing at me crying and anything that I'm saying. He's being like really smug the whole time. He tells Jasmine that he's in the army to protect her life. That might be true, but you don't have to throw your career in everybody's face every time we have a conversation. That's narcissistic to me. And honestly, when he brought up the fact that I needed a therapist, first of all, you know what? I do need a therapist because I went through an abusive relationship where I tried to kill myself. And I'm sorry that I'm bringing that out into the public, but I want everybody to understand why I was pissed off because I did go through an emotional upheaval. I'm not crazy. First of all, I went through an emotional upheaval. I had a very emotional situation. I was literally homeless. I went through a lot of things that's personal in my life. Okay. And I don't bring that into this game. But when you look at me and tell me that I need a psychiatrist because you want to make me look unhinged, fuck you, you ugly ass fucking big face bitch. All right? Yeah. So
Oh my
what? Guys
goodness.
like him with little dicks don't want to be told that they have one. And you know what? That's my fucking answer to you. You are a dickhead and you have a small dick, and I can tell you have a small dick because your personality fucking sucks.
Okay.
And that's the bottom line. That's where
Okay.
I'm
So
at.
that's what happened. Okay, got
And
it.
you tell me that I need a psychiatrist, bitch, when you're a fucking gamer that sits on your computer, bitch, all fucking night and day. Suck
To
my
quote
dick.
to quote Jasmine, he's playing Brawlhalla.
Oh my goodness.
I don't appreciate that. And I don't appreciate people like trying to make me out to be something that I am definitely a bitch. I'm definitely somebody that will cuss your ass out. Absolutely. But I'm a goddamn queen. And Tyler can contest to this. We do not fucking play around, do they? Do the queens play around?
Oh no, baby, no, baby, we don't.
Okay, so if you come for the queen's gonna get your ass. Okay, and that's all I'm saying. You know, I guess he had nothing else to pull out of his goddamn pocket, but that was something that he shouldn't have.
I'm like, if Jake or Tori win the challenge, it's either going to be me, Demonic, or Enid. One of our votes is going to get cancelled out.
Where's Enid? She was here earlier.
Yeah. One thing Jake said earlier, he was like, I'd never close a door, but you were always coming for me.
Do we get to see them like playing? I know in other seasons we got to watch the rooms.
I don't think he
I
put the
don't think we
stream.
do.
I don't think he put
Oh,
the stream yard in the YouTube chat because he
I
did
like the
on
that's
TV
excitement of
good.
not
13.
knowing. Actually like the excitement of not knowing who's gonna like come out.
I want to see who's fucking up and who's doing good.
So, do you guys? Okay, so we are supposed to talk about the game. Okay,
Hmm.
so I'm glad we got that drama out of the way because I'm glad we don't have to address it anymore. But like Will is making a good point here. I feel like Jake is really confident in his behavior in the game. And I think that for me, my whole thing was like, Jasmine didn't use the milk and cookies. And I told her I didn't want her to use them either. So it's kind of like we both agreed not to use them. Um, but it was definitely her choice. Um, do you guys think that loyalty means something in the game? Do you think that
To
like
me,
your
yeah,
integrity means a little bit in the game if you're willing to walk over people to get to where you got to go without having loyalty to anyone? Do y'all think that that's a good winner?
because with Jake, I remember he was like, "Oh yeah, I was really
I
close
feel
to
like
Tyler when
loyalty
like
plays a
oh,
factor, but I feel like it's not everything.
I
It's
just
not.
don't like his. I don't like Jake's attitude one bit. He's just, it's just
Like, I'm
gross.
not
It's
gonna
just
lie, like, am I happy with Jake's performance? Not 100%, but I mean, he's played the game just as much as us, and he just
Yeah,
so happened to outplay us by this mere luck, okay? Uh,
yeah.
I don't.
would he
The
have
thing
been there
is,
with under any other circumstances? Probably not, but I mean, I can't knock him because he's in the
uh,
end and I'm not. You know what I mean?
Right.
He made it
I
there.
I agree. I agree with you.
He made it there fair and square, technically.
Chantel, I agree with you. I feel like Jake. There were some moments in this game that that like I don't like how like one of the things I don't like is how he did Chase. Um, if Chase did actually help him get that power and he just let Chase like go out, I do
Yeah,
think
that's
that
crazy.
I think that that's kind of shitty. And I can understand why Chase would be upset about that. But there are moments in the game where I saw Jake really like push himself and like kind of over. Like I was really impressed with him doing the cup thing. You know,
Yeah.
he
Yeah. I
really
like
he,
I'm not gonna lie, even his previous season, he was terrible, okay? This season he brought his A game. Like he has
He
done
did. He did pretty
tremendously
good.
better.
He did pretty good.
Tremendously. Has his social game, what's his social game there? I don't know.
shit.
I feel like he only talked to me on a need by need basis. I don't know how he was with you, Pat.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
Chantel.
So,
Mm.
like, I guess a question that we could ask him is who was he loyal to? Or was he loyal to anybody?
I think he was loyal to Tori, Michael, and Tori and Michael. I think that they were like his. I think they were the final three. I think they were like really together.
With their alliance, I'm
Because
like, I
from
can't.
my
Oh,
understanding, Michael didn't trust Jake at all.
Well,
So
I
I
think
don't
that
know.
Michael and
It could
Tori
have been
were
a lot.
definitely a final two. I do think that Jake was on the bottom of that, whatever they were doing, and Edgar, if you want to bring him into the equation. But I think that Jake definitely played. I think Jake played. Like they try to say that Chantel played the middle, but I really think Jake kind of played the middle more than
he.
Chantel did. I think Chantel kind of like was pushed into a position to where she had to decide. But I think Jake played the middle the whole time. I think that he was really trying to be on everybody's side the whole time.
Yeah,
I
I
saw
could
right
agree
through
with
his
that.
phony ass.
He's a good
Like,
communicator.
No,
I
he
don't. I just don't like him as a person. Not gonna lie.
but
He's.
like
It's like
why?
when I think about his conversations with everyone else, and I feel like he singled me out as being like the one person that's like from another country. Like he got to know Tori, got to know Michael, got to know everyone else personally. Never had like such a good connection towards me, and was always coming after me. I don't respect him one bit, and I don't care if his girlfriend's watching. You can hear this shit and say it to his face. Fuck Jake.
Okay,
I
that's
mean, he
fair.
did come after you in the very first round. I mean, like he stole from you in the first round. I mean, he definitely was trying to. He definitely because I feel like in the beginning I wanted to work with Jake, but then when Jake, there was just some weird things he would do, like for instance when he threw Tyler's name out there. I think he the one that threw your name out the first time, or was it Chase? It was one of them.
It was okay. It was okay. Coming because I knew what it was. Jake was telling me like, "Oh, Tyler's fake," or like playing the middle or some shit like that. And I'm like, "Oh, I thought Tyler and Jake were like, all right." And then Jake was like coming after Tyler, and I went to Chase as well.
What's your thoughts, Tyler, on Jake?
I mean, to be completely honest with you, I agree. When you were talking about, him like getting to know you on a like a basics to basics, like just chatting, just to truly save himself. That's really what he was doing with me. I don't think he really had any true loyalty to me.
I
That's
think he
what
was
I felt.
desperate to get. I think he was more desperate to get you guys to vote with them.
Mm-hmm.
And I really hate that we fell apart in that one thing because like I feel like if we had kind of like if like our group had stayed together, we would have like kind of moved some mountains. I honestly feel like during the elimination of Tyler that I was kind of forced to vote you out because like I feel like I didn't know where you were going. I really didn't want to vote you out that night, but I feel like once you like went after Chantel, that kind of like I saw that everybody else that we were working with was target were you know, they were going to come after you
Not
because like
me.
I just didn't know what to do.
Not
I really
Will.
didn't know what to do. I wouldn't have done that if that hadn't happened. Honestly, I'll be honest with you. I just kind of went with everybody because like I really did not want to go after you. I did not want to. But I do feel like when you yeah, everybody was doing weird shit during that circle night. And I just felt like that was like that's when our lines kind of fell apart. Because like when you went after Chantel, I was kind of confused by that. I was because I really thought y'all were close. And then I think Jake.
Wait, what gave you the impression
Yeah.
that me and Tyler were close?
The
Like, where
lip
did this
sync
Well,
narrative
when you
come
two,
I
from?
guess it was from like how you guys took out
Kiana.
Kiana, and I
You
do
That
did
think
had
take out them.
nothing to do with me. That was all Tyler's idea.
No
I
I
really
shade,
don't get.
y'all. She did really, honestly, the reason why I took her out, she to me, she wasn't telling me anything to keep her there.
mm-hmm.
That's what I was hearing. So because I was only hearing from Michael John and Edgar some information, I'm like, okay, well, I mean, they're kind of pressing their little fate to do it. So I'm kind of like, okay.
Hello,
And then
hello, everybody.
Oh,
So we have just
Uh,
finished setting up this
oh,
final
oh.
I didn't
challenge.
even
Thank you
get
for
through
your
everybody.
patience. Viewers, we are about to start the final challenge. If you would like to, you can keep an eye on the jurors. If you would like to watch this final challenge in progress, you can head on over to the DH1 Traders viewer room where you can watch all 4 streams at the same time. So you can watch the jury room and you can watch all 3 finalists competing in the 3 challenges. I have placed the link in the chat room now.
Ooh, look
Jurors,
at
while you
this.
won't be able to watch everything as it happens, I will give you mini updates while the challenge is going on. All right, my finalists, I'm going to call your name and I'm going to ask one last time if you are ready to go. Jasmine, are you ready to go?
Yes.
Jake, are you ready to go?
Yes, sir.
And Tori, are you ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
All right. When I say go, you will tell your producer which challenge you want to do, and you will get started. And as a reminder, the first player to finish will get to cancel out a jury vote. The last player to finish will immediately be eliminated and become the final member of the I Love Money Reindeer Games jury. All right, I'm going to count you guys down. 3, 2, 1, go.
Reindeer. All right, I'm gonna start working on the puzzle.
All right.
Okay, perfect.
I want to show you guys the dress that I was going to wear tonight until Edgar pissed me off. Because I'm pissed off. I didn't even get ready. I'm going to show y'all.
Number 1 would be pre-jury eliminated while dead last.
Come on, Jasmine. I'm viewing Jasmine. Come on, Jasmine. Come on, bit. Come on, Jasmine. You better throw that cotton ball up. Oh, come on.
Okay, this
Wait,
is
did
the
she do
dress
it?
I
Did
was
she do
going
it?
to wear.
Oh my god. Wait, did Jasmine do it?
Can we watch?
But
Yeah.
It's,
didn't
Where's
happen. So
I'm
where's
like
the
viewing
link?
Jasmine right now.
That's cute, the Monica.
I know I was going to look so cute tonight, but bloop.
Wait, did she finish that? Oh, Jasmine's on her next challenge.
So Eden,
Oh, that's good. I hope we're not gonna be here all night.
what happened?
I am team Jasmine. I love Jasmine to my heart. Like, I feel like I've never gotten closer to anyone in any of these seasons, and
So
that's why
How can
I
I
love her.
watch it? How you
we
guys are
can't
watching it?
we can't watch it.
Oh, we can't.
It's in the
Uh,
YouTube chat.
So I will tell you what you missed. Jake said basically that he wasn't loyal to anyone this season.
You
Oh,
think?
it's on the website. Okay. I see it.
Oh, come on, Jasmine. I fucking love her.
I left with dignity and I'm happy.
So Chantel, what happened last time we saw each other?
When she was cussing me out.
We were so upset with you. Like you don't understand how upsetting that was. Like I think
You
No,
didn't
I
even.
feel you. If I was in your situation, I would be upset too. Trust.
I don't
I would
think
be
you. I
so
just feel
mad.
like you didn't want. I feel like I could look at you and tell that it was like really hard for you to do that. Am I right?
Oh, it was hard. It was hard I was contemplating all fucking day, okay? I was contemplating all day. It wasn't
Did you
it
know
wasn't
it would hurt? Did you know it would hurt me?
I had a feeling it was gonna hurt you guys.
I felt so bad how I spoke to
100%.
you. I felt so bad how I spoke to you. I was like, "Don't raise your voice to me, lady." I was like, "Oh,
Because she's so sweet and you don't want to like yell at her.
'Cause I just try to be nice, man.
And I'm like, God, I feel like I'm yelling at Janet
When I'm
Jackson.
upset, I'm like,
You
I'm
remind
just
me of
not
Janet
nice.
Jackson a little bit. I don't know why.
No, I feel you. When I'm upset, I'm just quiet. I'll
You're
probably
like,
go off in my prod chat and that's about it.
I think that's the problem. Like you're never like upset, and like we yell, and then you're
We
still
yell.
calm.
That's why we get in so much shit because we yell too much.
We cannot handle it. Am I from
I
Georgia?
wish I could be like that. I don't know how to be like that, honestly.
well, Tori's struggling."
You
If
from
I was to
you from
yell,
Canada?
my
Y'all
mom
don't
would
yell.
give me beatings. So that's how I've been quiet. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just be quiet then. Keep my thoughts to myself. It's
Oh my
fine.
God!
My
So
mom knows I'm ghetto.
can I just bring something
Wait,
outside of this up? Okay, so I want if you guys have Netflix, watch the Mendez
I seen it.
brothers moot show. That is so crazy that he played Milli Vanilli at the funeral. Like what the?
Yo,
I was like, are you kidding me?
wait. Jasmine's on her third challenge. What the fuck?
So did they really
Okay,
finish like the
Slay.
first two challenges already?
Jasmine's done two.
Wait, that means she's like doing good.
oh, I was watching Jasmine on fucking Beast Game. That shit was crazy. And didn't, of course.
Wait, oh, so she actually has a moment?
I could see her. I saw her a few times. Like they show her a few times.
I haven't watched it yet.
Oh.
I'm gonna go back and binge watch.
Hmm.
If I'm being for real, this looks like Jasmine's gonna win. Like those two are struggling.
Tyler, who is that on your picture? Who is that? Well, you're muted, baby.
It is Jenna from season 13. She did like this one moment, and I fucking loved it.
But mommy,
Jenna
Well,
is
hopefully one day
iconic.
I'll
Jenna,
be one of
if you're watching,
yeah,
hi,
shout out to
we
Jenna.
love
Y'all
you.
watch back season 13.
Okay.
Jenna A.
Iconic season.
That's like the
Jenna
Are we
season
allowed?
after me, right? Is that the season
Are
after
we?
All Stars?
No, it
That
was a
was the
regular season.
season we had the first male winner.
Oh,
The
who's the
girls are
first male
fighting.
winner?
Ryan Walker.
Yeah,
Oh
he came
wow,
all
I
the way
didn't know
from
there was a male winner.
Australia.
I know the black girls was killing it for a minute. It's like
They were. They
every
were.
season was a black girl.
Ugh, I wanted to win this fucking season so bad.
Wait, where's Michael?
He's not here.
He said he is done.
I think I hurt him so much because when we had a 1-to-1,
He
I
does
was
not want to do the reunion. He already know the reunion's gonna be out like Bad Girls Club reunion.
so like in Michael's 1-to-1 when I was paymaster, I was like, "Do you want a final two?" And he was like, "Yeah," and then I eliminated him.
You did. You worked it out. Well, he lied to everybody throughout the whole fucking game. So
See, I wanted to make him feel safe. I didn't give a shit, and I wanted him out that door. Let me look at this. Oh, there's a fight going on in a YouTube chat. Oh,
What? Let me see.
Jake's
What's the
girlfriend. Oh,
T? Oh my God. Here we
well, I ain't gonna look. Here we go.
Jake is the best man I know, and he wants this more than anyone. That does not mean he should automatically win, but it does not mean that some of you think critically before insulting people. Yeah, that's right, Georgia.
well, first of all, Jake does not want it more than anybody. Everybody in this game wanted it, and that's
Make
on.
the best person win.
He's just the person that's left in the game that wants it, and Jasmine wants it more, and so does Tori. I mean, they all three of them want to win this game. Jake is
I'm
just
like,
expressive of his
Chase said
wanting.
it has nothing to do with his autism. That makes no sense.
That's
I'm
exactly my
talking
point.
about his gameplay. Every time he has an episode, I make sure he's okay as much as I could.
I would like to say this about that. I feel like that's all. That's a respectful thing. I'm going to try to be as respectful as I can because I'm not at all saying anything against his disability, but this is what I'm saying. When you have played this game before and your autism was there during that season, it should not be a factor in any future seasons. And I do feel like he kind of used this to get sympathy. That's my opinion. I don't, if people think that I'm wrong for saying that, but I do feel like a lot of people.
Jake is high functioning. Like, he's very high functioning. He needs to stop playing himself.
Yeah, because like I think Jake is very smart, and if you can do malicious things, well, not malicious, I'm gonna say that because I don't think it's malicious, but if you can do malevolent things, which is no better than what I was just saying, but if you can be conniving, you know what you're doing. Jake is very smart, and I'm not saying that people with autism aren't smart. I'm just saying that he knows what he is doing, and he knew what he was doing the whole game. And I do feel like when people sign up for a game, I think one of the things that annoyed me was kind of like when we would get to arguing, he would cover his ears and stuff, and that's fine. It may be annoying to him, but you know what you're signing up for. Okay, this game has had people yelling in it before.
Not to just to say this. So I mean, he does have high functioning autism, but somebody who's also neurodivergent. Some people, and I'm just saying this to Monica, some people have very terrible sensory issues. So that's why he probably, when all the arguing was going on, he probably was like, I can't hear this because some people have terrible sensory issues. But
right.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Oh,
I understand that. And I'm trying to be as respectful as possible. I don't want to like say that it's not, but I don't think that that should be like we're not like I told Jake. I said Jake,
Absolutely not. Like, he's.
I didn't know Jake had a disability until like the third.
Me neither.
And so
Me
when I
neither.
was yelling at him, I went to Jake and I was crying because I was like, I was really mad at I was actually mad at Dylan because I was like, why wouldn't Dylan let us know that we were in a game with people that couldn't handle that type of behavior? Because I'm just real and I'm going, I didn't want to yell at him if that was the situation. So when he would cover his ears, I didn't understand why he was doing that because nobody had explained it to me. And I just felt like I was put in a position to where I was afraid. I was like, well, damn, people are looking at me like you're yelling at this guy. And all I heard was disability. And I was like, oh my God, what's wrong with him? Like, why am I yelling at this kid if he's got a disability? And I was crying to Jake, and Jake calmly and very nurturingly told me, explained it to me. He showed me a video. He may help me understand it. We had a deep conversation about it. But I do not think that that is the reason why I would vote for him or not vote for him. I'm looking at Jake as a person to person, a player to player. I'm not, it has nothing to do with his disability whatsoever. But that I don't even think that should be put into the equation because I think that Jake is very intelligent and he knew how to play us all. So, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at how he was able to play us all.
All I can say, he might be eliminated. He's flopping this challenge. He is still on the first one, I think.
You're cliffhanger. You're spoiling us. Spoiling the who won.
I'm my girl Jasmine. I fucking love her.
I don't mean to be a dick, but when I got eliminated, I was like, yes, I don't gotta stay up for these fucking games. I can go to sleep.
Did you ignore my message on Instagram?
I was gonna respond to you. I was gonna tell you, yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, I got excited.
I won that game.
You did.
I don't mind playing that shit again.
Good. And I'm actually gonna make it like one. I'm actually gonna make it a 3-day game.
No, bitch, you can't make this in a 3-day game. That shit was hard as fuck.
Okay, then I'll make it a week. How about a week?
A week sounds about right.
Okay, we'll do a week. I want to make it a long game, but I don't think I have the time.
Would you invite what's his name? Is it Noah?
No, because like honestly, this is a new generation season, and I'm only going to have one returner, so or one or two returners that has played it, and now you're one of them. So I'm trying to make it an all fresh season of people that have never played. So Noah will not be in the season.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mean it was definitely tough playing with like people who've played before.
I think it'll be a fresh, yeah, because I'm trying to do like something completely different with it. So yeah.
I just had a whole new. I feel like Sandy was the you. Like, you see how you get when you play these games? I felt like Sandy sabotaged himself as well.
Speaking of who was who this season, I think you were me this season, Enid, in I Love Money.
Who did
'Cause
Enid tell
you
to?
were telling people to suck your dick left and right.
Who who did Enid tell go die? That shit.
I told somebody to fucking die. I
You
probably
told
did.
you told Chantel that. You said you didn't say you're gonna die. You said you're gonna die.
Go down. Bitch.
We were all shocked. We were like, "Well, girl, what the hell was that?" We go, let's not put no hits out on the kids. You already sound like you from the mafia.
Tyler, I'm sober.
And
I'm
you know
glad
what
you're
Also,
else
sober,
I want to
girl.
bring up? I want to bring this up too because I did not appreciate this because a lot of people were talking about how you were not sober or whatever,
I
but
wasn't,
then
but that
they
was
all had
purposely.
a conversation about people taking shrooms and drinking, and I was thinking, so y'all are like throwing rocks at somebody. And y'all talking about taking drugs. Like that made no sense. Michael said he takes shrooms and all that shit.
I
And I was
told
like,
my little shroom story, but yeah, I like to fucking drink and I'm gonna fucking drink. That's what the fuck I do. I still make money. I get bread. I travel and I do whatever the fuck I want. So yes,
and
I'm
you're
gonna do
from
what I
fucking
want.
New York City, Brooklyn, New York, and that's the
Living in New York City, you gotta fucking drink. Sorry.
so
I
does
work in a
Michael
high paced
John?
environment.
you sure
So
do.
does my so does Michael John take his shrooms before or after he makes his shitty raps?
We are so mean. I guess we were the villains of the season.
Yes, we definitely were the villains.
Michael John taking shrooms? I'm a bit. Oh, okay.
I mean, don't
That
put your shit
explains a
out
lot.
there.
That explains a lot.
And every game I play, I'm gonna get fucked up and I'm gonna get drunk and I'm gonna be like, oh, Veronica was like, Ina,
I'm
you
drinking
remind me of
eggnog.
sleeping.
I'm drinking Evan Williams. What is it? Yeah, Evan Williams eggnog right now.
Oh my god. I was like,
I
oh
think
yeah.
like
I was definitely drunk.
Wait, Demonica. Remember when I said that I hexed Jake? I think it's finally working.
Well, it's because three make a witch, make a covenant, and I put a couple of candles on them too. So I think we're working it together right now. Don't make me go get my what's the name over there? And you know what? Jasmine is going through a fire right now. She like Ashley
Literally,
finally to her house and she's still playing the game. I think that says a lot.
I commend her on that. Honestly, like you got your whole fucking city burning and you're playing this game. Let me look at
So
the
if
chat.
you
I want
guys
to.
could do one thing different this season, what would
I,
it have done? What would it have been? What move would you
when
have made
oh,
if you could have made it? Besides
trust me,
getting
I
me out,
know what
Tyler.
I would have. So when like I didn't know Jasmine was coming back, I wouldn't have helped Tori with the challenge that she won. Because I was saying I was going to bring her to final two and split the prize, but I was never splitting that fucking prize. Let me look. Let me look at the challenge. So what is Tori still on that same challenge?
If I could do one thing, if I could do, there's a couple of things I would have done different. I definitely regret the first round. If when I was paymaster, I really wish that I had saved because I was this close to saving Jonathan, and I wish I had saved Jonathan, and just took Edgar out that first round.
I think one was when like you and Edgar like had that fight, and it was because of me, because I was the one that told people that he wanted a man to win.
I feel like I got blamed for a lot of things you did, and everybody needs to understand this. Well, I don't. I guess we can talk about that at the reunion, but or it's just the reunion. I don't know. Um,
I'm
I really
like,
did
for
try
the
to play a nice game this season. I wasn't really like being as conniving as I normally am in this game, but but I wasn't.
I think this reunion, we need Jonathan, we need Jade Wolf.
Is Ellie in the is
We do
Elliot
not
in
need Jay Wolf. Will, don't do that. Don't you dare do that. No, we don't.
We need Ginny.
No, we don't.
I'm fucking dead. Let me look at this challenge. Like, what's going on?
Wait, Tyler, how was your trip?
Girl, honey, the day I left, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Girl, the day I left, y'all don't understand. I was ready to get off that live. I hit that road, and baby, it was great. It was everything I wanted. It was like wonderful. Nobody was there. Clear beach, water. It was cold. It was nice. I wore some nice sick ass
Did you go alone?
outfits. Huh?
Alone or
I
with?
bet, it was
I went alone. I ain't got nobody, babes.
I bet it was refreshing to get the beach after dealing with the.
I travel alone.
I have to travel alone. See, you
With
travel
my
with a.
daughter.
Say it again.
You're breaking up,
I'm going to
Enid.
Bermuda with my daughter. So, hear me?
You breaking up, babes.
This is a whole raid spray reunion.
Uh-uh.
All right.
I think our alliance names were so funny.
My service sucks.
I'm actually mad at y'all for like destroying that alliance. We could have really broke this shit up. Like, I was not for breaking that alliance up. I was all about it. Just want
The thing
everybody to know
is,
that. Even though Tyler kept saying he didn't trust me, I definitely was on your side.
We would have made it far. Trust me. We would have made it far.
and it
I
would only
really
be
thought
At
Jake.
least
Tyler,
if I would.
I thought you were more with Jake than you were with us. Cause like I just felt like I was like I didn't know. I was very scared. I was kind of scared of what you would do later.
Oh, who, me?
Yeah, cause like you kept telling me you were like you did trust me, and I was
Oh,
like,
girl,
that's
honey, I say that to. I really say that to everything. When you walk into games like this, orgs in general, unless you really kind of still know somebody, you still really don't know people, and people can
fine.
just that
Can't
quick.
trust nobody.
You can't trust nobody in these games. So I say that to any child. That's my everyday life. Child, when I'm getting
My favorite
groceries.
Tyler moment was when he was like, uh, I think Enid said something like, why'd you vote for Chantel? And he said, because I can and I will again. I was like, oh my God. It's
I
like you
really
can eat
wanted.
your kids up in a minute. Y'all
I
can
really
leave.
wanted to. I really wanted to take Tyler so much further into this game. Like, you don't know how bad.
Child, it's okay.
I'm shocked. I got
I'm not
final
gonna lie
four. I'm
though.
shocked.
I was low key excited. I was like, ooh, okay, I'm like Enid. I'm like, finally I get to sleep. I get finally get on the beach. Y'all, I went in that little room. I said, ooh, this bed is nice. I'm about to go to bed. It was great.
Wait, were you not already there when you got eliminated?
No, I was still in my hometown. I had 3 hours to go. I had to drive 3 hours to
Shit.
South Carolina. So I was like, Jake, when I came on the live, he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, Ty. I'm like, okay.
Shut the fuck up, Jake.
You were excited.
Okay.
Sorry for what? That was
He's
like, yes, I'm out.
I was right, child. What? I was like, ooh.
I wasn't
I
At
had a
like
the
little,
end of
that.
the day,
huh?
killing out of your games, I do money. This is exhausting.
Hey y'all, do you guys want an update?
Yes.
Let us hear.
Currently, Jasmine is working on her final challenge. Tori is working on her first challenge, and Jake is working on his second.
Wow, that is so insane. Talking all this shit and not even getting close to finishing.
I'm sorry, but you know for a fact.
Jasmine is the
Jeff
definition
is like
of
she's gonna pull a Connor.
who I
I
would
swear to
say
God,
this
she's gonna pull
against.
a
She
Connor.
kept her word and she
Mm-hmm.
did the same game. So
Oh,
I'm against Jasmine. I'm happy.
You a robot in it, sister.
Humongous. It's huge.
Oh,
Wow, Jasmine is beasting.
see, like you can tell for a fact, Tori and Jake were like, "Yeah, we're taking each other to final two. We're not going to take Jasmine." You know, they were
I'm
like
telling
that.
you, Karma is a bitch. Like it really is. Good
I'm
always
like
comes.
when you manifest something, it comes into reality.
I think that honestly, I think that we've been typecasted as the villain alliance because I don't think we were. I don't think we were the villain alliance. I think that they were because they first of all, Tori was the first person to post that anonymous message by
Hmm.
accident in the chat. Okay, that's what started it all. Okay, she opened the gate to that, and nobody said her name until they mentioned our names first. So I feel like they kind of bought that on themselves that we targeted them. Like, so I'm kind of glad it happened because we wouldn't have known that they were all like coming together to do that.
Well, Tori's gonna get fucking eliminated if she don't hurry the fuck up.
So that means Jasmine will get to eliminate a vote.
Yeah, and sure, it'll literally be none of us. It'll be the two
I
that
think
aren't
she
here,
should eliminate Michael.
probably. I
And
think it
he
would be funny. I think it would be funny because of Jasmine and Edgar's rivalry to be like, you know what? I'm gonna cancel Edgar's vote.
Yeah, I would want her to cancel either Edgar or Michael's vote. The irrelevance. Mike, I'm gonna say this though. Michael definitely is a great player. Like,
Out of that whole
despite the
alliance,
despite the drama, I have to give him props. That kid was a beast. He was a beast.
I'm so glad I was the one to take him out. Honestly, like,
I still want to know how he was so solid in these challenges. Like, it was just crazy how I don't think I've seen a player like him in like years.
out of that like whole alliance, Michael's the one that should have won
He
out of
deserves
them.
to be, yeah, like he deserves to be in the finale, but he was just too dangerous. Like he was just too good.
I
What I
wish
would say to him is if he plays another game, to not beast it out as much as he did, like to calm it down.
I was clocking him since week fucking 2.
But why do you think nobody would vote him? Well, I mean, I know he
Because
was
of
safe most of the time, but like, why do you think
so
nobody would vote him?
one thing I said a lot, what I noticed was like in his like mini, he was more like challenge oriented, and this season he like stepped up his social game a lot, where a lot of people were very comfortable with him. Like you
Mm.
were at the beginning as
I was
well.
absolutely comfortable with him. Like that's why that first challenge, we were definitely working together, and that's
What
why
cl-
it was really hard to eliminate Kiana because I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to eliminate Kiana because I'm with
what cl-
Michael. Like I was with Michael, but then he went out to eating it, and I was like, okay, there's now we have a problem.
what clicked for me was like when me and Michael had like a one-on-one call, and like he was never like, it was always strategy, 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 nothing like not like, oh, how's your day? How are you? Just like all game, and I don't like that. I like to
Yeah,
be a bit personal if I'm playing these games, to like get to know people.
I don't like when people like talk strategy with you at the dire parts of the game where they're like they feel like they need you to do something, but then they don't talk to you anymore after that. It's like they strategize with you that round, and then he seems like to be that type of player. Like
He
he'll
did
strategize
he,
with you when he needs you.
he did that to me when I was the he did that to me the round where I won Paymaster.
Yeah, because you said he made a final two deal with you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I hear Dylan. Oh, he was just connecting his audio. Okay.
Damn, Jasmine is going so fast in these challenges. What is she doing? I want to see it.
Update, Jake is now on the final challenge. Tori
Oh,
is still on
fucking
her first.
Jesus
Jasmine is still
Christ.
working on her last.
Okay, I'm gonna have a little
So
meditation circle.
it's definitely gonna be Jasmine.
All three players are currently working on the game trivia puzzle.
So they're all working on the final. Wait,
Notori
I
hasn't
thought
done
Tori was
one.
just working on her first one.
She must have completed it.
But then that means she's on her second one, right?
I'm gonna have a look. What's Jake doing?
I can't believe we didn't see Heather Lee Cameron this whole season.
I
Like,
wish.
not even appearance. She would have made the whole dynamic like different. Like it would have been crazier.
Oh, come on, Jasmine, you can do it.
How are you watching it?
It's in the YouTube chat.
What is the challenge?
I think it's a trivia that she's doing.
That girl is so fire.
I'm out here like I can't watch it because I don't. I literally just I want her to win so bad. I'm like I can't.
Did Sharonica show up?
Yeah. I think she's moderating one of the lives.
I talked to her last night. I asked Sharonica last night. I said, Sharonica, if you were in the game, would you have worked with me? And she said, I think she said no.
Say hi.
Hi.
Hey, beautiful.
Say
I
how you
like
doing.
I like your bow.
Say thank you.
Mom.
We were playing restaurant today, and one of our customers had an allergic reaction. So my daughter called 911, and she was like, "Yes."
Let's play.
No, we already played.
Aww. You play Mama want to play.
You want to
You
play?
know, I'll just never forget your job that you had in that season of I Love Money when you were pregnant with her and you were still doing those challenges.
Do you remember? Yo, Dylan made us go in the bathtub.
Yeah, like you were a beast that season. I like when after that I was like, this girl is like that's a warrior. Like
Yeah, well, guess what? I pushed my baby out in 3 pushes.
that game helped you, didn't
And
it?
all that. I worked my whole pregnancy. I walked. I did everything. Like I was really walking in the snow. Like I'm a go getter. I'm about my money.
And that's why she's gonna have such a drive because of that. She's gonna be very competitive too, I
She
bet.
is very competitive. You know, she was born 4 pounds 11 ounces.
We have a message from the audience. Jenna Fields says Tyler's background is hilarious.
Is that
And
Jenna?
Chase sent $5. I don't know what his $5 is towards, but he just said he sent $5.
Chase, we're sorry that we eliminated you. We should have eliminated somebody else.
I love
Sorry.
Chase. Like he's real. I like him.
I really hate that we eliminated you that
Chase,
night.
I'm so sorry. I'm
You
sorry,
were the wrong
Chase.
person to go.
I'm so sorry.
So we're sorry. Big mistake. But thank you for helping us out with your messages that you sent.
I want to use one of my old backgrounds.
I can't do backgrounds on this for some reason. I guess because I'm doing the browser.
I want to use one of my previous backgrounds. Let me see if I can.
Y'all need to leave Heather alone.
I'm gonna put Heather up. No, I won't do Heather because
Well, not a combo.
I won't do Heather because we already did Heather. So I'm gonna let me go on my Facebook.
Get Janine, please get Janine.
Janine, oh my god. Do I even? I don't. Does Janine even still have Facebook?
I don't know.
Has
I know
anybody
Val
talked to her
does.
since like forever ago?
No.
She hated, like she was so mad. Like that season that we did Bad Blood, and she was Sharonica's like
Oh yes, baby.
rival. She was like, I was like, I didn't even know they had an issue, but she was like going off. Like I was like,
I'm gonna
girl.
shoot you. Sienna, stop.
I love that name, Sienna.
Oh, so when I'm looking at Jasmine doing this challenge because I know she just got one of the questions wrong. Oh well, at least the person that's getting eliminated is whoever finishes the challenge last.
Oh. Well, I'm so excited that Enid's gonna play DSB.
Oh, I
I
love
would
playing.
play.
Yo, I love DSBB. I love all them powers that you get. Shut the fuck up.
Just shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
I know, and that power pisses this guy. What's his name? Chandler hates that fucking power because
I love
everybody
that
used it
shit.
on him. The last time he played, they used to shut the fuck up on him, and he's like, "Well, I don't understand why I have to like I can't do nothing." I was like, "Cause they told you to shut the fuck up. You can't do nothing." It's like a gag order. Like when you get that, you can't do anything.
That should be in this game.
I know. I'm trying to get you to do it.
It's
Will you
just
ever play
timing.
Demonica's game?
He
Like
played my last one I
ages.
did. He played House of Villains,
But you
but
didn't play DSBB?
I
I
think
don't think
no,
so.
he
Oh
played
my
the.
No.
god, that game is so much fucking fun. You get like all these fucking cool powers and you get to like play them on people.
Well, Will, I think you didn't play it all.
I played like a Twitter game you did once. It was like with a bunch of like gays.
Was it? No, it wasn't challenge because you were production with that.
Oh, I remember that.
Maybe you played 12, but no, I don't think you played. You did play villains though because they took you out the first round.
Don't get me started on
You
that
said it
because that's
there was a
fucking
whole bunch of what? Will?
gays.
And
You
he
know
couldn't
so
stop pushing
yo,
them
let me
out.
tell you
They
something.
targeted him.
Will, you can't live in New York City.
He wasn't mature Will then.
Let me tell you something. Living in New York City, guys, like the gay community is so big, right? But so small that like the LGBTQ, whatever, like it's so big but so small. A lot of my gay friends all know each other. And they don't even live like I'm talking about my friends that live in Jersey, my friends that live in like Harlem, my friends that live over here. And I'm like, oh, that's my bitch. I know that's my bitch. So I asked my friend Saul, I'm like, Saul, how do you know all these people? He's like, in New York, we used to throw these things called homo bashes, and we all used to go. That's what he said. That's what he said to me. He's like,
What's a homo basket?
that's what he said to me. He was like, and we all used to go and we were young and we used to party, and that's how they all met each other. Literally, people that live in like completely different like sections of the city, all my gay friends know each other. All of them. That
The
shit is
only
so crazy.
the
And New
only
York,
thing the only thing about New York that I really always wanted to go to was a ball. I always wanted to experience a ball in New York.
have you came over here? Have you been over here?
And not yet. That's one of my future trips. I really want to
Oh,
go.
you need to. You
But
need
I
to.
really want to go to like a ball. That's what I want to experience.
You
So
will love it here. Like this is like the only thing is like obviously it's really cold, so I would suggest to come in the summertime because in the summertime you got options of places you can go. But this is really like this is the city for like like I New York City has gotten really bad. It has. People are getting burned alive in trains.
ciao.
I saw
Yes.
that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
People are
my.
getting pushed onto train tracks. Like it's gotten bad, but the bad is bad, but the good is good. You know, and there is still like good people out there, and there's really a lot of fun things to do. So,
What are the boys like in New York?
real niggas.
You think I would love it?
You will love it. There's real niggas out here. You know what I'm saying? It's real niggas, bitch. Like, you will
You know,
love it.
you know,
Girl,
I date white guys, right?
you will date a lot of
Oh,
real white guys. And when I say real niggas, I ain't even talking about black men. I'm talking about niggas. I'm talking about men. I love me a light-skinned man. I've only dated light-skinned men, baby. Yo, my ex of 7 years was fucking white Puerto Rican, like light skin, looked like snow. Like
This guy,
gorgeous.
this guy I went on a date with today was like 5'6".
Oh my God. That's
How
I
tall
felt
are you?
tall.
How tall
I
are
felt
you?
tall. 5'11".
You're tall. That's 5'6" is small. You need yourself a real nigga. Like six
Wait a
five,
minute, Will.
six
You're
four,
taller
six
than
two,
me.
6'3".
Will,
Oh,
you're taller than me.
Oh, I have Chase's message to the jury. Chase's message is, I sent $5. Tell the jury that Jake never cared about anybody but himself.
We know that.
Literally
We know
told me
that.
that. His
We know
connections
that.
were not important or genuine. He doesn't deserve it.
I agree with you.
Will, you
I
said you
want.
5'11"?
Yeah.
You tall, bitch.
That's crazy. Does he not look like he's shorter?
He looks so short. Like I thought you was like 5'3".
Yeah, he looks like a baby.
How tall are you guys? All of yous. How tall are yous?
I'm 5'9". I'm 6'1" in heels.
How about you, Tyler?
5'11", 6, I think. I don't know.
Chantal, how tall are you?
I think she
I bet
left.
she's like 5'2" because she looks
She
like she.
asleep?
I'm
She's
5'2".
I think she went to sleep, y'all.
Girl, you better vote before you go to bed.
I'm 5'2", but I got the soul of a
Wait a
tall
minute.
bitch.
How tall are you?
I'm 5'2".
Shut the
What?
fuck up. Are you kidding me?
I'm serious. I'm 5'2". I got the soul of a tall bitch.
That is so crazy. Everybody's like different sizes than I
I'm
thought.
tiny, but I love it. If you see me in person, you'll be like, no way, he's that small.
Dylan, how tall are you? Because don't you like, you're like 5'9" too, right?
Dylan is taller than me. Dylan, I'm pretty short, right? He's not even
Oh,
there.
he's on the challenge live.
Yeah. Me and Dylan have hung out. Dylan has
Terrell,
definitely.
how tall? Terrell's money now. He's not.
I don't know. God didn't give me height, but he gave me a soul, a real strong one.
Eden, I'm like blown away how tall you are.
You
I
thought I
think
was taller?
I did meet Sharonica in person, so I know how tall she is. She's about my height.
Sharonica's way taller than me. She's
Yeah,
always been taller than me.
Sharonica and me are the same height.
Yeah, Sharonica's tall. She's a tall bitch. I'm short. God didn't give me height.
I would lose
It's
my
tall.
mind if I met you and I saw and then I thought you were like taller than what I thought, and then I met you and I didn't know how tall you were. I would be so like I don't know.
I
I
look
would just
tall in pictures, and like
you do.
people always think like I'm tall, and I'm like, no, I'm not even 5'5". I'm literally 5'2".
That is so crazy. Do people like? Do the guys like try to pick you up and shit?
Of course, they'd be like, you fun size.
Is Tori on her second or final challenge? Oh my god, no, please don't. Wait, oh lord.
Is Jasmine not done yet? Like what the fuck? Like, hurry up.
This shit seems to be hard.
Jasmine always has me on the edge. I'm like, girl, hurry up. Like, get it over with. Well, listen, Chase, if you're out there listening, if we hit each other in All Stars, just remember things will be different.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, I think Tori's on her final challenge. Oh my.
Oh my
Please
God,
don't tell me.
Jasmine. Let's start doing the chant. You ready?
Yeah, what's the chat? Tell me so I can say it too.
Yeah, there's power in 3.
The chant is fuck Tori, fuck Jace, Team Jasmine for the win.
Fuck Tori,
Fuck Jake, Team
Jake.
Jasmine for the win.
Jasmine for the win.
Fuck Jake.
Wait a minute, I can get my bowl. We put spells on hoes tonight. Okay.
Manifesting. Manifesting.
Y'all hear it?
Sorry, fuck Jake. Team Jasmine for the win. Yeah. God ain't give me height, but he gave me a strong soul.
Okay.
No, I see Alexis is back. Hi, Alexis.
Messy Alexis.
Diana, can you pick up your toys, please? It's bedtime.
Who was
The last
Alexis?
live was-
Who was she like doing?
I don't know, but the last live was so funny. So like, she was meant to put this message in prod chat, but she put it in the main chat. She put Jake is so annoying in the main chat.
He is. That's one thing that makes me not want to vote for him too, because he's so arrogant. Listen, when we were like, I was talking one night on the live, and I said something like, "People are coming after me," and he's just like shaking his head, yes, like the whole time I'm talking. I'm like, "You fucking bitch!" Like he's like, "Yep." Like, damn, you can at least act like you are not.
Does anyone see Enid's background?
Is he a biker tonight? Because what's his vest?
Now, Enid, you didn't have to show a picture of my arm like that now. Damn.
That is crazy.
Now shit, Enid. Okay, I thought we
Who,
cool with that girl.
who
Damn.
is that?
That's
Probably
Ida.
one
Hold
of
on, I gotta fix the face. Hold on, let me fix
Y'all
it.
have so many
one of
pictures
my
of Ida.
one of
That's
my
so
aunties.
nuts.
I know that's got to be my auntie.
Y'all cannot use my image like that. I will have y'all season. What's it called? A season?
Cease and desist.
Yeah.
Yo, let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all bitches something. Y'all see me like this? This is my catfish look. I look the fuck good in real life, okay?
Baby, you look good now. What are you talking about? Your catfish look. Are you talking about that
Don't have
picture?
me outside, cause you already know you got me outside. I'm gonna be shaking my booty, acting up.
We got a snowstorm headed our way.
Oh, I wish come to manifest that shit over here, so I don't gotta go to work.
Oh, y'all haven't snowed yet? Y'all don't start snowing until March, which is
Yeah,
crazy.
we got little sprinkles of snow.
Oh, Dylan trying to speed this up.
But when
It's brick as
y'all,
fuck though.
but when y'all do get snow, it
Yo,
comes.
when I tell you it's fucking brick, I'm talking about like you could rob somebody with a fucking water gun.
I told my ex Brendan because he lived in Boston. I told him I said I could never move to Boston because of the weather. They had an ice storm one time, and he showed me this video of their ice storm, and all the cars were like up to like the doors in ice, frozen ice. So all the cars were like frozen to the ground. We just have like in like Memphis, we only have like this is our cold months, January and February. So we have two big cold months, like January and February.
It's
February is
always
the
my birthday month.
yeah, my birthday's next month.
Well, New
February.
York, my birthday's next month, but New York is brick. Like
Wait, are you Aquarius?
I am an Aquarius, February
I'm
12th.
an Aquarius too. That's why we fucking love each other. What?
Mm-hmm. I'm an Aquarius.
What's your birthday?
February 12th.
I'm third.
You're third? My
Yeah.
brother's the 6th. My daughter's the 20th. She's a Pisces.
I'm glad I'm not a Pisces because I would be more emotional than I am already.
Come on,
I am.
Jasmine.
Well, you gotta watch out for that Pisces though, baby.
But motherfuckers be thinking I'm cold-hearted, and I'll be like, I'm not cold-hearted. I just...
No, we love hard, but when we get fucked over, we are done.
I'm the devil. I'm an
Like
asshole. I will fuck your life up. Stop fucking playing with me.
that's what I'm screaming at. Queen of Swords energy.
Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Yeah, baby. Say it again. Stop playing with me. Exactly.
Yeah, Pisces are like that kind of person that go, yeah, I'm fine. You remember that community? She said that you hit a woman and she go, oh yeah, I'm fine, baby. You just go to sleep. I'm okay. Don't worry about it. You go to sleep though.
Yo, the Monica, did you see the video of the girl that I posted where she's like, let me find out that size matters. Because size doesn't matter to me. She said, I had me a little pee-pee before. That little pee-pee was good. That little
It's on your Instagram.
on my Instagram, that bitch is funny as fuck. She said that little pee-pee was good. That shit was good. She was like,
I gotta go look at it.
she said it can't be that little when you're like,
Leave Egg out of this.
yo, she's hilarious, bro. I was pissing in my pants.
This
I
is
was
so hard to watch, Jasmine. Oh my god.
Is she not doing good now?
She has like 4 correct in the trivia right now, or whatever it is.
She better get her shit together. She better fucking take her fucking head out her ass.
How's Jake doing?
Wait, let me just.
What's the stats?
I'm just gonna have a look at what
It seems
Jasmine's
like he
next
doesn't
score
work good
is.
under pressure.
Oh fuck, Jasmine. Hey, what's Jake's ass doing?
I just don't like what he said about they're all there and I'm here. I didn't like that. Like that really pissed me off a little bit.
Who said that?
Jake said that he's the only vet that made it, and they're all in the jury, and he's not. Like I don't know. It just was kind of.
Oh,
I wanna hear
DeMonica,
what.
I got a picture of my ex-boyfriend. You wanna see? You wanna see the type of guys that I date? I'll put him in my background. You wanna see?
Yes.
He looks skinny, skinny mini, but this is my ex-boyfriend of 7 years.
Do you have a close up of his face?
Don? Yeah, I got a close-up of his face. Motherfucker couldn't even speak Spanish and he Puerto Rican. Let me show you.
Really? I
Yeah.
want to date a Latino or a Puerto Rican.
Ooh, girl. You know,
I'm trying to change my flavors a little bit.
I've dated blanquitos, like white guys, but
What? Jasmine has 5.
So
Jasmine has 5 correct. Come on.
I watched Jeffrey Dahmer today because my ex looks like him, and it just made me so mad. I was like, damn.
Yes, she has 6 correct.
right on. Let me look for a picture of him.
Oh, you look good in that picture. Ooh.
That was at work. Living my best life. All right.
Oh my God, pero ya este reguero tan grande.
You know what? Go ahead. Don't worry. Let me see.
I'm talking to this really cute guy right now,
You do your thing, baby.
but he's a gamer, and I said I would not date anybody that says they're a gamer, because they just spend there all the time on the computer.
Why my ex look like that?
DeMonica, is he skinny and white?
Yeah, you want to see him? He's really hot.
Yeah. Oh, come on, Jasmine. Come on. Oh, come on, Jasmine. She has 7.
Good.
Come on,
good.
Jasmine.
The angels are around it right now. So crazy. Oh, I better not say that because I already need a psychiatrist. Can y'all see that? I don't know if you can see that. He's got his tongue out. The white boys love to stick their tongue out.
Oh, I bet you like that.
Oh yeah, he's a hottie. He's really sweet too.
She's 8. She's 8.
Oh, my baby daddy's light skinned too. You gotta see my baby daddy. That nigga look the fuck good.
Oh, I know. I've seen him. He is hot. Your baby daddy is hot.
He's hot. I'll be like, damn, this nigga look the fuck good. He's stupid though.
That's the one. That's who I thought you were actually talking about.
No, this was my high school sweetheart, the nigga that I was with for like 7 years.
Oh, so he still has your heart, don't he? Oh yeah, he's hot.
That's
I want to date a guy that looks like that. Like
that's Don Dillinger.
I've been expanding though. Like since all this shit's been going down, I said I was gonna like. I told my ex, I said, "You're the last white boyfriend I'm gonna date."
Honey, go switch it up a little bit.
I'm so confused how this challenge works. I'm like, I feel like Jasmine needs 2 more and she wins. I don't know.
Do you think that you would have won it?
No. I think the physical ones, yeah. Whatever this is, I don't know what it is.
What's the trivia like? Is it you don't know what the questions are?
No. Oh, come on, Jasmine.
Damn, Dylan went in for the gauntlet, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
I hate that we didn't make final 3.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, jurors.
Hi, Missy Alexis.
I have a couple questions for y'all.
Who's annoying tonight? That's our question for you.
No, no venga para acá, está muy frío. It's very cold.
You're on mute, by the way. Oh, she's talking to somebody.
I was yelling at my nieces. I'm sorry. I have a couple questions for y'all.
Okay.
So, who I might have. Hold on.
Oh,
Somebody's annoying her. Like Jake.
oh my God, Jazz. Okay, I need to see how these other people are doing. Let's go to what's Tori doing?
Not Will
Okay,
having
I'm
a
back.
feed.
I'm so sorry, y'all.
Not Will having the Big Brother feed.
Okay. So, who are y'all rooting for right now? Who do you think you're
Jasmine.
putting your votes for?
Jasmine.
I already
Jasmine.
know.
Queen
What happened to your
Jasmine.
arm? Oh my God, what happened?
It's
Yes,
not
you gotta keep it.
broken. I went to get my nails done yesterday.
What? And they fucking
Yeah.
your arm up?
No.
Go.
I went to get my nails done yesterday, but the California winds are crazy.
Oh, you're in California too?
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
baby.
yeah. So, I was leaving my nail tech's house and the wind kind of slammed the door to like on my arm. And it's not broken, but there's
Update
like
for the jury. All 3 players are on their final challenge on that puzzle.
Oh, so you
so
got like a fracture, like a hairline fracture or something?
so no, it's like weird. There's no fracture, there's no break, there's nothing, but there's
Come.
like a big lump on my bone because of it. So the doctor's like, I need to decompress your arm. So I'm just like in this thing for like the next 2 weeks.
Okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
good. It's not
Yeah.
broken.
He was like, I don't know how it wasn't broken. He was like, I was convinced it was broken, but anyways, yeah.
Damn, it must have
Crazy.
slammed like super hard. Like,
Yeah, it was
so
crazy.
how's your house and stuff? Is everything okay? Like,
Yeah, luckily I'm like close to LA, but not where I'm near the fires. There is one, I'm near Pasadena, so it's close to like me a little bit, like 20 minutes. So we did get like an evacuation warning, so we might have to be evacuated if the fire comes more towards me. But we're good for right now, thank God.
yeah, Jasmine was saying that she was getting like ash out
Yeah.
of raining ash where she's at.
Yeah, that's what I had reached out to her because I know she lives near me kind of. But
She said she said that what's her name from the hills? Their house burned down.
oh, Heidi
Heidi and what's his name? Yeah.
Spencer. Yeah. There's a lot of people whose houses burned
Ja-
down. I was like, that's so sad.
Jasmine has 9 right now.
I thought they were on the puzzle.
No, I'm saying like she's on 9 correct answers right now.
That's good.
Okay, so another question for you guys is what is something you guys wanted to do differently about your game this season?
Kill Tori.
I wish that. Well, we talk so much. I'm gonna say what I gotta say and let everybody else answer. Um, I wish that I had done 2 things differently. I wish I hadn't emotionally gotten Jonathan out in the first round. I wish that I had went ahead and went after Edgar. That was what I wanted to do because he did end up being like a problem. And the second thing that I wish that I had done different was maybe not join a lot of. I think that one of our biggest mistakes was we didn't keep our alliance
Small.
like small. We kept bringing people into it, and I think that's what really was a downfall for us.
Okay, so spill the tea. Who do you wish was not in your alliance?
I think when Ryan came in, I think that's when shit kind of hit the fan.
I
I
forgot
think
about
that we
him.
could have. Yeah, I think we could. I felt sorry for Ryan, so I thought we could pull him in because I didn't think he was with anybody.
Wait,
But I
did
think
Jasmine win?
I
we were
feel like
sadly mistaken.
Ryan wanted like to fit in and like it was like desperate. Like it's I don't know. I can't really put like my finger around it. I just feel like yeah, no, that wasn't gonna work out at all.
And also, I would have. I wish I hadn't went out the
She
Chase.
won. She won.
I wish we
Hello,
hadn't targeted Chase.
everyone. I can confirm the first finalist has claimed their spot. Jasmine has just earned a spot in the final 2 of I Love Money 14.
Gang, gang, gang.
Yes.
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 Jake and Tori
Yes.
are currently working on getting their spot in the final 2. Stay tuned to find out who will face off against Jasmine in the jury vote for the winner.
Oh my God. That means that I'm telling you, good always conquers evil.
All I can say,
Okay.
what goes around comes around.
Okay, so now hearing that, is Jasmine the winner of the season? Is that what
For me,
the consensus
she's always
is?
been. I'm firing her.
I'm voting Jasmine.
I
I
think
feel
Jasmine
like
has been the person that has been had the most things stacked against her, and I think that she's been in the box a lot. And she was in the
7
first.
times.
and
She has been,
I'm not gonna lie to you, Jasmine was loyal to the best of her
yes,
ability.
loyalty
You
was
know,
great for her.
unless she was like pushed against the wall. Like at the end of the day, I was at the bottom with Jasmine. You gotta do what you gotta do to get out, right?
Mhm.
And aside from that, I felt like Jasmine had our backs. She had my back, and I love her gameplay. So yeah,
Because she could
got it
have
going on.
easily she could have used the milk and cookies that night, and then Will and Enid would have went in. But I feel like that showed how close we were that
I
night.
think Tori's done.
Well, that's who she should be sitting next to because bloop.
Oh, what's the
Because I'm
all
sorry,
right?
but motherfucker took me out. So yeah, you out. Bye.
Oof. All right, I'm gonna let y'all keep talking. I just had a couple questions, so
Wait,
y'all
can we ask you
enjoy.
some questions?
Sure.
So, whose side were you on this season? Which alliance were you rooting for?
Where it currently stands right now is Tori
Oh,
is only 1 away from finishing this whole challenge. Jake is currently 4 away from finishing.
Oh, he's not finishing.
God, poor thing.
I already have my question ready for Tori.
Oh,
Well, I need to go get me some questions ready. I know what I want to say.
Should I say it?
honestly,
No, wait.
to answer your question, Demonica, it was very seeing it on the producer side. We get to see everything. I
Yeah.
get to see all the side chats that happen, and like people who are like, "Oh, I'm working with you," but then they turn around and talk to other people. So I got to see everything. So I honestly I was just like, there were some alliances that like they were like, oh, we're locked in, and I'm like, you're not. And so I don't like, I just think that I don't have anybody who I was fully like, oh, I'm on their side, like this alliance and stuff. I definitely would say I was rooting for Chantel just because she was like the only person I actually knew of
Yeah.
beforehand, and besides Jake and drafts, because I played with them, they were on my season. But
Oh,
I didn't really play with them either, if that makes sense, like when we played. So I just was like, I'm rooting for Chantel. Like
Let me ask you then. Let's
yeah.
ask this question. If you were to be in a game with any of us, would you trust us? Like, would you go into the game thinking about what you saw this season before you
Yeah.
work with any of
Oh,
us?
1000%. I feel like knowing a lot of things behind the scenes, I like would, because before, like I when the season first started, I was like, oh, I want to play with so and so. Oh, I would want to play with so and so. If I play a game with them, I would do that. Like it was like it kept changing. And there was people that I was like, if I see them, I'm never gonna work with them ever. And
Okay,
I'm just like,
would you work with me or Will or Enid?
I would. I feel like you guys are like when you're in with like I feel like you guys have been a tight group, and I think that you guys like would be loyal to the people you're loyal to.
Unfortunately, that's the downfall to our game. Like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Yeah.
once we're locked in with our alliance, and we want people to join it. And it's not like for me, it don't matter if it's like 5 of us and it's supposed to be like 3 of us at the end. Like
Yeah.
as long as any one of the 5 of us makes it to the end, I'm happy.
I think that I honestly think that us not making it to the end is actually not a bad thing because like we would have had such a tough time like deciding that would have been hard for us. Like I would have that
Oh,
would have
I
been
was
a hard
gonna.
decision on who to go for like at the end for
I know
me.
who I was bringing to final two.
Who?
Out of the me or like Demonica or Enid, I was gonna choose Demonica because I had that deal from week one.
Yeah, me and Will were a tight two. Like you guys, like we were definitely a duo. That was my ride or die.
Love that. Yeah, I definitely knew that very early on.
We were
All
having
right.
so much fun. I loved being in a duo with you, Will. Like you were
The
definitely
same.
next to Sharonica. You are like definitely with the new Onikas, the Wanikas. What is it? I don't even know. We need a name.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let y'all keep talking. I'll check back in a little.
No, you better add me to that crew, Demonica. Fuck out of here.
You are, baby. You already know. I love you. I couldn't even gone against you. Like it would have been. I would have never been able to go against
I
you.
was getting so mad. I'm like, this fucking bitch can't control her emotion.
I was mad at you for like not wanting to take Edgar out though.
Because I wanted to persuade him, and he was persuading until you started attacking him. And then I was like, it's over.
That's because y'all didn't tell me the plan, and I didn't understand the plan when I came into that live. Like y'all had come up with that plan after I was there.
But that shit had me rolling on the floor when Edgar was like, "So someone said that I want a man to win the game." Then I'm here like,
I know he always tries to throw his weight, and I'm like, sit your ass down in that fucking game chair.
but the thing is, you took the blame.
I did because I didn't know you guys had like told him to do that. And I thought, but I knew that me and you had talked about me and you had did it. So I was like, okay, so he obviously knows it's me and Will. That's what my mindset was. But I was wrong.
He said in the jury chat, Giraffe said it was me, but you know, she's pre-jury.
But didn't Enid tell him that it was Tori?
I
don't
told
know.
him a lot of shit, and that's why I kind of got him to like believe me.
Okay, guys, it is time to reveal the final two of I Love Money season 14.
Uh-oh.
Our first finalist, welcome back, Jasmine.
Yeah.
I am letting her in right now.
Oh my God, yes.
Jasmine, congratulations. You are the first finalist of I Love Money 14. And I've got even better news for you. Not only are you our first finalist, but you got first place, which means that you will get to cancel out one jury vote tonight.
Ooh.
Are you ready to meet your opponent in tonight's final jury vote?
Let's go. Come on.
Second place and your second finalist of season 14 is Tori.
She knows that trivia.
Ooh, is Tori in here? Hello, Tori. Congratulations. I can officially let you know that you are in the final two, and you will be facing off against Jasmine in the final two.
Cool. That's how I figured it would go.
All
You
right,
knew that
guys.
trivia. I was worried going up against that trivia. I was like, oh my God.
I am now going to break the news to our
first.
third place finisher, Jake.
He fucking deserves that.
Hello, Jake.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this challenge is officially over.
I'm out there.
Jake, I need you to return to the Zoom call immediately.
Looks like the spell worked, Will.
Good game, Jake.
I guess my hex worked on Michael and Jake.
You little witch.
You little
Will,
warlock.
He a witch.
Will,
He
you
doing
ain't
spells
shit.
and shit.
You ain't shit. I love it.
Enid,
Hello,
who's
Jake. Jake, unfortunately, You were just not able to get it done tonight, and oh,
Give me a second.
okay. Hi, Jake. So
I can't hear.
unfortunately,
Give me just 1 second. Ooh.
Womp womp.
Yeah.
Sorry.
all right, Jake, unfortunately,
Yeah.
you did not complete the gauntlet, which means that you have lost the final hoedown of the season, and
Yeah.
you become our third place finisher and the eighth and final member of the jury. Congratulations on a great season, but unfortunately, your check is void. But I do not need you to bounce. I need you to stay right where you are.
Yes, sir.
Because it is time to head into the final jury vote of the season. Jasmine, Tori, two Titans that have made it 40 days and through countless eliminations to find themselves in the final two. Now, their fate is out of their hands. Throughout the last 40 days, they've competed for Paymaster. They've competed for Joymaster. They've competed in ho downs. But tonight, their game is going to be judged by a jury of their Ghost of Christmas Past peers. Tonight, 8 of them will cast their vote for a winner of I Love Money 14. One of their votes will be canceled out by our first place finisher, Jasmine, which means tonight your magic number is 4. So, how this is going to work is, Jasmine, before I begin the jury questioning, you will need to tell me privately who you are eliminating from the jury. This is going to be solely based off of how you anticipate the jury voting. So you will not hear any speeches. You will not give any speeches. This is just your gut instinct. So let's see if you get it right. Your options are to eliminate juror number 1, Tyler, juror number 2, Demonica, juror number 3, Enid, juror number 4, Chantel, juror number 5, Edgar, juror number 6, Michael, juror number 7, Will, or juror number 8, Jake. Please make your decision in your production chat now. All right, Jasmine has made her decision. I will reveal Jasmine's decision after the votes are cast. Okay, so we're going to get this finale started. So how this is going to work is Jasmine and Tori, you will both be entitled to an opening speech and a closing speech. Then each juror will have the opportunity to approach you and give you a question or give you a final speech before they cast their vote. So I'm going to ask everybody except for Jasmine and Tori to hop off camera and to go on mute. All right, so our finalists. Jasmine, since you completed the ho down first, you are in control of the order. So you can choose to make you go first for the opening please, or you can have Tori go first. Whoever starts the opening please will also end the final please. So if you go first this time, you have to go last next time. So Jasmine, do you want to go first or do you want Tori to go first?
Sure, I'll go first.
Okay, Jasmine, you have the floor.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for a great game. This has been my first time playing one of these, and I've really enjoyed it. And it's been hard. I've been on the bottom a lot and have had to play those ho downs and the challenges and really worked to make it to the end of the game. And I think I did that with my full character, and I like to believe that I treated each and every one of you with respect, and those of you that I worked with, I treated you with loyalty. And if you weren't one of those people, I hope that you can see that I played the game with integrity and I played the game well. So I'm excited for the vote to happen. I'm excited for each of you to have your say and to hear from a lot of you that I think got out in really crummy ways. And yeah, I'm excited to see the way the vote goes. So to kind of kick off these speeches, I of course hope you vote for me. I think that I deserve your vote based on the game that was played, and I like to believe that I've been an engaging, fun player to watch.
Thank you so much, Jasmine. Tori, you have the floor.
All right. Well, I'm going to start with the generics. It was such a fun time playing this game with y'all, even though I had a lot of heat on me. It was definitely a challenge and I was up for it. I think everybody did a phenomenal game. And at the end, it really was anyone's game. A couple notes I've written down is I have not taken a backseat at all during this game. I took the most heat from the players in the game, and I also maintained my high emotional intelligence with doing so, making sure that my own emotions weren't making me like take wrong decisions or not trusting the people that I built a really strong alliance with. I had most of my targets on my back all season, but here I am, made it to final 2 finale night, which is insane. My biggest game move, I would say, was being able to write my confessions publicly when I did that accidentally, and then being able to turn that around and focus the blame on Giraffes rather than myself when I had a lot of heat during that point in time. And everyone was upset at Giraffes instead of me, so I was able to talk my way out of things. Another thing that people didn't know was I pretended that I knew who placed the bounty on me. I had no clue at all who did. What happened with that was when I heard that I had a bounty placed on me, I figured, how do I turn this into advantage for myself? So I went along and I said I knew who the person was. They were very nice to me this whole game, which is super generic because everybody is very nice to each other in the beginning of the game. And she ended up confessing herself and coming clean. And then that's how I found out it was her. And I was able to move strategically from there with who she told me was working with who. And I was kind of able to like narrow down alliances that way. Also, the only alliance that never got exposed during this entire game was my real alliance. And my real alliance was not Chase, it was not Jake, it was not Michael, but of course they were good numbers for me in the game. My true alliance, starting from the very first, not even before the first live, during the Slay chats, were solidified as me, Chantel, and Edgar. And I think that stands where nobody saw that coming. So that was definitely the most hidden alliance of all. I went from being in the very bottom of the house with voting with me and Rose during that ceremony. And I thought I was going home that night, but I was able to turn it around and make it to finale night with Jasmine and I left standing. I was the voice in my alliance stating who my next target should be, because if I felt threatened from other people, I said, okay, we need to go after these people. I was the only one that had reasoning. Everyone else just kind of jumped on the bandwagon with it. And it worked out perfect for me because I had the numbers. I will enjoy Master twice and pay Master once, but I am not a comp beast. Jasmine is definitely a comp beast, but I didn't need to be a comp beast to make it to the end because I had strong alliances, social strategy, and I'm really good at that. At the end of the day, don't hate the player, hate the game. I know there were a lot of words exchanged during this game, but I truly separated gameplay and what I think about you in real life. I think you guys are all really nice and good people. And I have just a couple more things to say. I wrote down addressing each and every person in the jury, a couple things. Demonica, you were my biggest threat and you made the game challenging for me and got me riled up a few times, which is hard to do. You stated throughout the game that I'm the mastermind behind all of the alliances I've been a part of, and that's correct. We were a big threat to each other, hence you were my number one person to try to get out. Enid, I respect you staying loyal 1,000% to your alliance in this game. There were a lot of times I wish that I was playing with you and I was on your side and not against you. You are correct when you said Demonica and you would be perfect in House of Villains. I could totally see that happening. Will, congrats on making it to jury and beating your record in I Love Money. You're pretty good at lip singing, but you're better at being two-faced. Tyler, from the beginning of the game, our private chat, we vibed a lot, and I'm glad you made it as far as you did. You'd be someone that I would definitely want to work with in future games and get to know even better than we did in this game. Michael, thank you for having my back throughout this game and never making me doubt that you were not on my side. Glad I also aligned myself well with a comp beast because that made me safe a lot of the times. And you're also very charming, so I can see why Demonica had a crush on you. Chantal and Edgar, we had the only alliance that never got exposed. I want to change a thing about our group and how we work together to take out our targets. Jasmine, 2 words, comp beast. You were just someone where you would get put in the bottom so many times, but you never let that like fluster you or overwhelm you to the point where you ended up leaving one of those challenges. You're great at competitions and you've been great at this game. Jake, even though I knew you were playing both sides, I'm still glad you had my back and never casted a vote at me at all throughout the game. And congrats on making it to the finale. It's a big accomplishment.
Okay, well, thank you both for those opening statements. It is now time to face the jury. So we will go in the order of elimination. So we're going to start off with Tyler. So Tyler, please step forward and face the final 2.
What's up, ladies? Hi.
Welcome back.
You all look great tonight. Okay. So I do have a question for you, Miss Jasmine. Okay, without mentioning me and Chantel's name and that we voted for each other in that challenge. When Chantel said my name in the challenge and the voting ceremony, why were you so quick to get rid of me if we were in a alleged alliance? And when you answer that, tell me why I should vote. Tell me why I should give you my vote tonight.
100%. I agree. I wish that our whole alliance had stuck around a lot longer, and I wish that we'd stuck together. It started to fall apart that night, and it happened because, and I do not want to point that blame at you, but I will say, when I heard you say that vote for Chantel, that's when I thought that it was breaking, and I was like, "Oh fuck! Well, we need to show that we're loyal." So rather than see it splinter in a million directions, I sided with Chantel because I'm sure I didn't know that she had an alliance with Tori. I wanted to see the rest of our alliance stick together, and when I saw you vote for Chantel, that made me scared. So I think it sucks that you went home. I wish that you'd voted for anybody else so that we all could have voted as a block together, because I do believe that would have happened. And honestly, I heard talk later that what you were doing was throwing off smoke to like make it look like we weren't an alliance, which was really smart. I just wish that I'd known that or I'd been smart enough to pick up on it. So I would like to say that I deserve your vote. I mean, first of all, I don't think I deserve your vote. I would like your vote because we did work together. I think that I did treat you with fairness and respect throughout the game, even when that did lead to you getting out, which sucked. But I think that for when we did work together, particularly in the lip sync, and when I made sure that you did not go home when you were on the bottom because you had such a night to shine after you were one of the soloists that was brought up that night, I would like to think that I could have your vote. So that's my answer to that.
Well, congratulations to you both. Love you. That's
Thank
it for me, Jude.
Thanks, Tyler. Okay, next up is juror number 2, Demonica. Demonica, you may step forward and face the final 2.
I know you guys think I'm gonna freak out, but I'm not. I want to say congratulations to both of you guys. You guys both deserve to be where you're at. I do have a question for both of you guys. First, I want to say Jasmine. Jasmine, do you feel as though your position coming back into the game is going to hurt you tonight, and why should it not hurt you?
I honestly do think that it's going to hurt me tonight because um, I think that in the last couple episodes, for anybody who hasn't been around, Tori's been making a conversation that, I shouldn't have been able to come back in the game and that I should be, the first one taken out if that happens. So that's kind of spread a pretty negative message about me. But I don't think it should hurt me because of the flow of events, and no hate against Edgar for quitting, but essentially if he'd just quit in that box instead of, what was it, like 3 or 4 days later, we would be in the exact same positioning with the people who were here, for that episode after and beyond. So the game didn't actually change other than the fact there was like an additional hoedown. So I hope it doesn't hurt me, but that's how I feel.
Okay. And Tori, my question is to you. We definitely had a bumpy ride together throughout this game. I actually missed what you said earlier when I guess you came to my name, but my question to you is, being that we did have such a bad road, or whatever you might, you know, look at it, however you look at it. I would like for you to look at it from my perspective at this point and take everything else out and tell me why, because I feel as though do you feel like you had good jury management? And why should I vote for you, being that I feel personal about how our connection was in the game?
Sure, that's a good question. So I think our history throughout this game is like a bad relationship, breakup, makeup, especially in the beginning. So when I accidentally exposed, being so stupid, the anonymous messages in the main chat, we both came to terms that Giraffes was two-faced with both of us, where she was telling me different things and you different things. And at that point in time, we cleared the air. I became Joy Master that night. And I specifically did not put you up because I didn't think that it was in my right to do that to you. You told me about your story and your past, how you would never say those things. And I believed you instead of Giraffes. So you were no longer my target that point forward. However, I'm not sure what happened in between me voting for Enid after the lip sync challenge during the double elimination and then the next live, because it seemed between the two of us there was some weird disconnect where after that next live, once I voted for Enid to go on the bottom, even though she didn't, I don't know, maybe you can clear this up for me. Like, you didn't like the fact that that I casted a vote on Enid since she was in your alliance, and then it started bubbling up between us again because I even told Enid during that point when she said, "Why didn't you vote for Will or Demonica? We were on the same team." And I straight up said on that live, I don't want to because I cleared the air with them and I don't want to have beef with them any longer. But then there was some kind of disconnect from that point on where I felt like I was still your biggest target and I was defending myself in a lot of the cases. That's when we were going at it the most, and it just never stopped, which sucks. And I truly hope, Monica, whether you vote for me or not, that you think I really am a good person. I don't want to come across as hurtful to you at all. What I said to you when all the times you wanted to quit, or how you felt villainized, I did sympathize with you.
I definitely want to say this, and then I'm done. I think you answered my question, but I will say this to clear it up. I do feel like that was a miscommunication, because at first, you were never my biggest target until after that last message that you sent me. But Michael was always my biggest target. You were never my target until then. I did think you were a threat, but you were not. You were never the biggest target. Jake and Michael were. But
good gameplay. I never knew that, so you had me blindsided there.
And I don't. In Enid's situation, we both played together, but we still had our same emotions. So that I didn't even. That's news to me. But anyway, congratulations, you guys, on making it this far. Good luck in the final stages. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks to Monica. All right, juror number 3, Enid or eCash, come forward.
E-money. E-money. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Congratulations.
Thanks.
You guys did amazing. I do have some questions. Well, I have a question for each of you. Maybe a little selfish and stuff like that, but first, Jasmine, I think you're awesome. You're awesome.
Thank you.
I have a question for you. And my question is, that night that I got eliminated, that Jake got rid of me, did you know that that was his plan?
I had no idea. I was completely blindsided by that. We fell apart that night, and
Yeah, we did.
I'll tell you, when I got off that call, I literally like just turned off the computer. I was in shock. I thought I was gone. I literally I mean, I don't know if you saw, but I literally like I thought I was done. I was like, I will fuck it, you know what I mean? Like whatever. That like my whole attitude that night.
All right. No, I wanted to, that's what I wanted to know. And because I had no problem with you. I obviously I think that you played a great game. I think that you stayed loyal. I trusted you. I would definitely play with you again. I would trust you again. You a real ass bitch. And that's my ghetto-ness.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Tori,
Yes.
my question to you is like, I did not feel in any way, shape, or form that I was a threat to you. I'm just trying to figure out why you would throw my name. Like there's so many other people, like really crazy players. I get it, you got the little alliance with them or whatever. You made it to the end. So you definitely did your thing. Why throw my name in there so many times? Like, even after we won a challenge, you're still throwing my name in there. Like, why do that? Why?
So, yes. So at that point in time, when it was the double elimination night and we were all safe one round and then we had to vote again another round, in a way, you were kind of like a panic vote to me because I had no idea who to put down for the second name. I didn't want to do the Will and DeMonica route since I just squashed the beef with them with the whole giraffes thing and I wanted to start off on a clean slate.
But sorry, you and I would talk. Like, we would talk. I never had any beef with you or any problems.
And I don't want you to take
the
it
beef with them.
personally. It truly was a panic vote, and I didn't have a reason for anybody else but a reason that I could possibly think of in all fairness. Even though you did complete that lip sync challenge and you did great at it, the only disconnect was when we were all like in our team chat, like trying to come up with scripts and who's going to do this part and that part. You were absent, and I don't blame you for it. It was just, it gave me something to go off of for a panic vote.
Okay. And why do you think that I should vote for you?
Well, given our history, we were coming at each other the entire time during the game after that night went down.
Yeah.
With defending one another to defending our people that we're staying loyal to making sure that the people we're working with are safe. So I am somebody that kind of like mirrored your loyalty and your alliance. I was very loyal to my top two.
Yeah.
And I never exposed that to anybody, even when I felt really comfortable with Michael in the game, with Chase in the game. I was working with them and I made them think that I was their finals too. And it's totally true. Like when you're like, oh, you threw Chase under the bus. Sure, I was like working with them where I knew we weren't going to cast a vote for each other, but I didn't have like any thing to really do with that. He was not my top one, my top two whatsoever.
That makes sense. It makes sense.
Are we supposed to be like lying in this box, or are we telling the truth?
What do you mean? You think I'm lying?
Yeah, I think you lied about a bunch of things.
Okay, tell me, what do you think I lied about?
You completely.
I'm going off of mute. My question's done. I want to hear this shit. Bye.
I mean, because it pertains to you, Enid. Like you.
Let's hear it. I want to hear this now.
You completely came for Enid that night. You threw her under the bus after your team won. After your team won, and she was like, "What?" She was completely.
That was elimination
Okay.
round number 2
Yeah,
since
yeah.
the
You're
double that night.
saying that it was a panic vote, but you very calm, cool, collected made the case against her for not bringing enough to the table. So maybe it's long enough ago that you can
I had to give some type of reasoning to cast a vote, a panic vote on somebody.
On her
I
teammate,
didn't have
though.
a reasoning to do Chase, to do Rose at the time, to do Tyler, to do Chantel, to do Ryan, to do Kiana, to do Michael, to do
They
Will.
weren't on your team. Well, our team won.
Yeah, and the reason for that, Tori, is because you were in like final alliances with all of them, and your game was just playing those words that would change depending on who was doing well week to week.
Final
So
Alliance was never a conversation that I had except for Chantel and for Edgar. I built strong alliances with Michael, with Jake, with Chase. Never once stated to them that I was going to be their final one-on-one, and that can definitely be fact-checked. I've never given anyone that kind of false doubt or false hope up until Jake at the very end when he told me he was going to take me for us to be final 2. And I was like, yeah, of course, because I'm not going to say no. Actually, I'm in a secret alliance that you don't know about. I'm not going to sabotage that relationship.
I'm just making the point that you said to anybody what they wanted to hear, and then you kind of slid through week by week, which is a strategy, but
I did not slide week by week. I had the most heat on me during this game week by week.
No. You had the most help from the chat this game, which is why we were all trying to equal things out. You had like the economy was flooded. You had like 100 candy canes.
The viewers helped me with the cup challenge to not put a lot of cups on that. So sure, the viewers helped me in that point of view, but like they also saw me as a contestant that they wanted to fund. I don't see anything wrong with that. In fact, that complements my gameplay because out of everyone that played, I ended up getting the most donations. Yes, I do know Ellie, but besides Ellie, there were so many other donators that I got that I don't even know. I've never met. I have no idea what they look like. And to me, I take that as a big compliment.
It was pretty much your one friend that funded your whole game, and it was
No, there were other people that were said. You can go back during the lives and see the names that Dylan said who sent what.
I mean, I was in the games and I watched your friend fund your whole game. But thank you so much, Enid. I just wanted to point out that I don't like you being lied to right to your face like this in the jury. And
again, show me how I lied.
Let's go. Let's move on. On to the next, Dylan.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Enid. All right, the next juror is
like you're in the final too, but don't like sit here and pretend like, oh my God, I had no idea what to do.
Yeah, and don't pay that picture on me just because you want to win and you want me to lose. I'm not trying to sabotage what you did during the game, so please don't do that to me.
Well, yeah, but you played a sneaky game. I played like a stand-up game. I played with loyalty, so you can't like cast shade on that.
I played a sneaky game. Can you tell me how I played a sneaky game when I had all of my targets out in the open?
Oh my God, can we move on? I need to go to bed. Like, I don't feel good.
You were very sneaky to me, Jasmine. When you called me,
Sorry, but like, bitch, I'm tired.
You wanted to vote
I'm
the same way you
sorry.
voted, right? That's sneaky because you were lying there, weren't you?
I'm sorry, where was I? What? I didn't hear you.
When you called me, when you said you wanted to cast the same vote, like with each other to someone else, like be on the same voting block. I told you exactly who my targets were, and I knew you were working with them. If I was snaky, I was going to tell you.
Can we just get to the next fucking question? Like shit.
Okay.
And then not do that. I was completely honest with my gameplay. If anything, you never had the intention on voting with me. You voted against me, and you voted for me that night.
Well, I got
tell whenever you're ready.
Conversation. I told you I wasn't going to vote with you because you were coming for people I was allied with. So like that's not sneaky. I was also straight up. Congratulations, you were straight up.
You didn't tell me you were casting a vote on me.
Finished or are you done?
All right, so
we're done.
Are you finished or are you done? Because now I don't want to ask a motherfucking question because y'all ripping each other's heads off. Like, bitch, shit. Okay. Okay, so fuck. Jasmine. Honestly, do I even have a question for you? I don't even know.
I have a $5 donation from Chase saying that they are both lying.
Oh, they're both lying. Anyways, do what you gotta do to win the game.
Jury number 9.
Okay, so Jasmine, I want you to tell me why Tori deserves to win, and Tori, I want you to tell me why Jasmine deserves to win. Jasmine, you can go first.
So beautiful. So Tori would deserve to win because she played a very slick social game. She had a lot of alliances with a lot of different people and played those alliances against each other to get to the end. And she's here, so that speaks for itself. She said it herself, she's not great at comps, but she still managed to get here. So if you're someone who's purely voting based on the fact like that someone used their skill set to get to the end, then you can be impressed by what Tori did.
Okay, Tori, go ahead.
2 words, comp beast, Jasmine. She is somebody that has shown determination throughout this entire game, which I do heavily admire. I know if I were in her shoes, getting thrown that many times in the bottom, I would be feeling flustered and possibly lose a challenge, but she never did. She did end up leaving and coming back due to winning another challenge against you, Chantel. So I do have to give respect where it is given. And she made it here. So I think if whoever the final 2 people are deserve to be here no matter what, because we had to go through that insane competition just now that was not easy, and we had to survive throughout the entire game without getting eliminated, which is everybody except 2 people.
Thank you. I just want to speak some positivity and light into both of you guys. You guys have played an amazing game despite the turn of events that have happened, despite this game being long as fuck, but despite the fact that a Christmas game is going into motherfucking January, which is crazy to me. But you guys did great, and honestly, I'm proud to see 2 women at the end, and congratulations to you guys.
Thanks, girl.
Thank you. All
I
right.
hope you finally feel better. I can't believe you're still not feeling well. That sucks.
I need juror number 7, Will, to step forward.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
okay. So from positivity to negativity, I'm going to keep this short for my first question to Jasmine. Jasmine, from being in the bottom 7 times, how did you build yourself up each week to prevail to final 2?
I took every time being on the bottom as an opportunity to play because I like to play and I'm here for the challenge. So I don't want to just I don't want to just skirt by and kind of hang out on the perimeter and see how far I can get. I want to be in it. I want to be in the thick of it. Would I have played any other way, I probably wouldn't have had as much calm, cool, and collection to get here tonight, to be honest. So yeah, it was hard, but it was fun.
I just want to say, Jasmine, I love you with all my heart. Like, honestly, like throughout this whole like I Love Money experience, I've never connected with anyone like I have with like with you. So I just want to say that. Um, my next one is to Troy. If anyone knows the nickname for Troy, that was given by to Monica. So to say you never came across as hateful when you just gave everybody props, and then for me, you said I was good at lip syncing and two-faced. The word two-faced was used, and yes, I might have 2 faces, but at least both of them knew I was coming for your ass, so let that get straight, baby. I've okay, Troy, why should I vote you to win when throughout this whole season you had people to pay for you to do well in challenges? And to add on, why do you think I would even vote for you when I helped you with that Jeopardy challenge, which you won and then eliminated me? I have a part 2, but
Yeah, I think it was like a multi-layered question. So to answer that like last one right there, so for the last challenge when Jasmine came back, that was total head curve for me. And I tried to get your trust towards the end of the game because there was a really good chance that you could have ended up being the last paymaster. And without Jasmine in the equation, if it were just me or Edgar or Jake, I would have wanted you to pick me to come along with. I didn't want to be in danger by you. I didn't want to be in danger by Jake, and I didn't want to be in danger by Michael. Of course, Jasmine coming in threw a wrench in it, and I knew that if both of you were to stay and if I were to send Jake home, then that's a clear 2-against-1 alliance, and I don't know if that could be anything that like could be negative for me. So I didn't want to risk that. I didn't want to take that chance. I wanted to make sure for the ending that the final 2 people left were closer to me than the other person that I was against. What were the other? I know it was a multi-layered question. I answered that last one there. What was the other 2?
That I helped you with the Jeopardy challenge and then you eliminated me.
Oh yeah, so you did help me with the Jeopardy challenge. Again, I wanted to make sure that I was on your good side. I knew Michael wasn't. I wasn't sure where you stood with Jake. I know Jake was messaging you. And I just needed to make sure that I was not like up for elimination by you in case you were to win. So it was all strategic. I genuinely did enjoy the conversations we had. We've been on the phone for like an hour or 2 at that point. And I ended up sharing with you all my Jeopardy questions and returning.
Not really, but
I
to
did.
talk about shut
entire
up.
list.
To talk about final 2 deals, you told me that you would want to be in the finals with someone that you wanted to split the money with, and you agreed with me. And to add on something you said in your speech, and you want to talk about people giving you personal attacks and being affected by that, but weren't you the person that made fun of somebody's weight in another game? Because you told me that.
Wow.
Wasn't that a conversation that got brought up with me and you where you commented on the yoga challenge and then we brought up giraffes and I said that that was
Yeah,
a
I said that.
disadvantage for her because of her weight. So yes, I did bring up the weight.
And you said that she was a feeder or a gainer. But you
I
know,
don't even know what that means. What does that mean?
you said that in the call, and your
What is
husband
a feeder
agreed.
or a feeder? I don't
So
know what that means.
keep on fucking vaping behind your husband's back, bitch.
Well,
Next.
I don't know what you're even talking about. I don't know what those 2 words mean. And
Next.
okay, you don't need to be nasty. This is a game. This is a game, Will. I'm sorry your butt hurt that I got you out.
I
but
got
it's
told everything about you by someone that messaged me on Instagram, so don't try it, little girl.
okay. Yeah, I'd love to see that.
Hi.
Okay, our final juror, Jake, go ahead.
Man, it feels like it was just 5 minutes ago when we were still in the game. My question is for both of you. I would like to ask you both, starting with Jasmine. What is a mistake you made in the game, and how did you overcome it?
A mistake I made in the game was trusting Michael John because I thought that we could trust each other. And he ended up flipping the script on me one week in a way that was really unfortunate. And then when I tried to say, hey, I thought we've been talking, we've been working with each other, he publicly said, oh, we haven't been talking that long, when he messaged me like after the very first episode, and we've been talking ever since about keeping each other safe. So it was a mistake to trust somebody that I, in my gut, felt like was just being political by messaging me. But I feel like I fixed it by not trying to build bridges out of Tinder, if you know what that means. Like for the rest of the game, I didn't try to build relationships with people by telling them what they wanted to hear. I just stuck to the people that I was loyal with. You were one of those people. The rest of the alliance that was swiftly taken out one by one, Will, Enid, DeMonica, unfortunately, Chantel and Tyler, that went down kind of messily. But I didn't reach out to Michael. Even when we were talking and you were saying you should hustle,
Yeah.
I didn't feel comfortable
Yeah.
coming in with lies, coming in with playing pretend. So I wasn't in Tori's or Michael John's DMs or anybody else that I thought that I would be disingenuous by messaging. So I played the way that I could play, true to the people I could trust.
Okay. That's a great answer. Tori?
My biggest mistake was being stupid with copy and paste and putting the damn 2 anonymous messages in the house chat.
That's right.
I was conspiring with my alliance on how it should be written, and using ChatGPT. And of course, I had the honor of sending it in and getting the blame for all of it. So that was my biggest mistake because it caused a bunch of tension in the house that I had not planned for it to. It brought out enemies, rightfully so. I said people's names, but at least I was able to turn around and shift blame on somebody else, even though I still know that there was some remaining for me.
Did you explain how you had remedied that mistake?
I would not fucking use ChatGPT and copy and paste and
No. Like what did you do in the game to recover from that?
Oh, what I did in the game to recover from that is to shift focus on where that information was coming from that was sent to me, rather than me like going with it and like believing it and everything. So like just being able to shift gear onto that person, and then I got her out the very next game. I would say that would be my answer.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you guys. Congratulations. Couldn't have picked a better final two.
Sorry, Jake. I wish you were here, man.
It's okay. That's how it goes.
That star kicked all our butts. I wish
Yeah.
I could go back and see
That was tough.
where we were, like how we were like first, second, third, before we all just were like
Yeah.
staring at that star forever.
I don't want to watch it again.
I don't either. That was
I
humiliating.
never want to look at that star.
I forgot to put me in the star until like the last 5 minutes.
Were you in it?
Yeah,
Which one were you? Which one were you?
I don't even remember, but I threw away all my I was like trying to logic puzzle it out.
Yeah, I got 6 total ever. Like that was it. But yeah.
All right, thank you, Jake. Edgar did send something. I don't know why. Okay. It's weird. It only shows up on my phone. All right, so I have a speech from Edgar. So this is from him. Tori, day one since day one. Blessed to have met you in this game, and I'm so proud of how far you've gotten and that you have a chance to win this game. The ones who took the time to know you understand who you really are. Jasmine, I think many people would say you are my #1 nemesis, but seriously, you absolutely killed this game first time against a bunch of pros, and you handled yourself very well. To all three, he wrote this when he didn't know the final two. Congratulations on making it to the final three and to the final two. You all deserve it in your own way, and it was a pleasure to be your ally/enemy in this game. I wish all three of you and all two of you the best of luck in life. So with that, that is the end of jury questioning. So all that is left is the final speeches. Tori, start us off.
Okay, final speech time. I do not like being called a snake or a liar or anything whatsoever. I wish I could have more clarification on why some people think that, so that way I can further prove my point of how I'm not. I know that Chase had sent a message saying that I was lying about something. I was definitely lying to him, not letting him know that I was not number top with him. We had a group chat, me, him, and Jake. So I guess they were in the position to think that they were my top two when they weren't. But either way, point aside, I have taken a lot of heat during this game. It's been very challenging for me. It's not something that I thought I had enough emotional intelligence to overcome, but I was able to challenge myself and figure out that I did develop emotional intelligence through all of this, where I learned to control my emotions and not let that be as outwardly shown as it would typically be prior to this game. I respect all of your game decisions, Will. I know for some reason you fucking hate me. I guess it's because I got you out of the game when maybe you truly thought that I would pick you over Jake. Again, it's loyalty. I was loyal to Jake before I became loyal to you. So please don't take it personal. And I really do think, Jasmine, you did a good job during this game. If I could be sitting next to anybody in this game, I'm glad it's you, because I think you were one of the top competitors in this entire show.
All right, Jasmine, close us out.
Thank you. Tori, good game. You're here, so we both deserve to be here because it took a lot of work, no matter what that work was to get here. So, good game. I do believe I'm going to win tonight. I also hope I win tonight, because I've played a game where I've treated each and every player with honesty, and I have been able to look myself in the mirror and know that I've never lied to anyone in this game. The people that I said I would be loyal to, I was loyal to. And I think that that's led to some difficulty for me, even when I had, the milk and cookies and I could have prevented myself from going into the bottom. I didn't because I wasn't gonna send in someone that I was loyal to and said that I would use it to save. So that didn't even get used. So hopefully I'm gonna use that milk and cookies tonight to celebrate, pour myself a glass, to say that my resume has been hard. I have fought every piece of the way, like every episode. I have been competing in challenges. I've been working with alliances. I have been maintaining calm through the disadvantages to playing as a brand new player. I didn't receive a single donation, and I don't require that. I'm not saying it's anyone's responsibility in the chat to give me a donation, but I mean, I had 3 candy canes when other players had 40, 50, 60, like so many candy canes to be able to use for advantages in the game. So I got here by playing honest, by playing hard, and by playing well. So, good game to everyone. I hope that I'll get the majority of the votes tonight. And I hope, Tori, that you take your really good social strategy and you use that to play a more honest game with the people that you want to trust and trust you in return. Because I think a lot of that heat is coming from people who heard one thing from you and then saw you do another. And those kinds of things are hurtful. So good game. And, we'll see how it goes.
All right. Well, thank you to our final two. Jury, the power now has shifted from the players back to you. It is time for you to cast your votes for a winner. One by one, I will bring you into the breakout room. When I bring you in there, you will tell me if you are voting for Jasmine or Tori to win the game. Remember, you're not voting to eliminate, you are voting for a winner. So, while we are doing that, all of you can come back on camera, but there is no talking until the decision is made, okay? First person I need to join me is Tyler.
Dylan wants you to go in the breakout room.
What up?
Oh shit! Oh,
How's it going?
it's
Hi,
free jury!
Jake. Jake,
Yay!
I'm sorry I took you out. Jake,
Jake, we
I'm
look.
It's
sorry.
okay. I was so fucking drunk. It didn't matter what challenge it was gonna be. I was fucked.
And you told me you was drunk, but I was like, no, you got this, you got this. But I didn't realize you
Oh
was
my
really
God,
drunk.
Jonathan's here, y'all. Jonathan!
Jonathan, Giraffe.
Yes, Giraffe! Jonathan!
Can you guys
You're
hear me?
right.
I actually forgot you guys would probably come in tonight. I don't know why.
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you, babes.
All right, cool.
Let's start the game over now, since we know what all the shit is.
No, I'm ready to toss the fucking tea on all you bitches.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's turn it over there.
Look at Jonathan coming to stir the pot.
I was outside, so I had my coat on. Sorry, guys.
You all bundled up. I was
You
trying to
just stay
ask.
outside.
I wanted to ask about that picture in the background, Eden.
That's my baby father.
Hi, Chase.
Oh.
That's my daughter's father, guys.
Okay.
I'm showing him some love.
Hello.
At first, I was like, "Damn, only me, Chase,
Hey,
only me,
Giraffe!
Will, and Tyler
Oh,
stayed."
giraffes. I am so sorry, giraffes.
It's okay, Enid. I'm like, I understood everything you were doing. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was still salty for a little bit after, so take everything I say in the alumni chat with a grain of salt.
No, I don't care. I don't care about that. Don't worry about that.
Well, you had
Hey,
the best, literally
hey,
X7
how do you
season.
feel about knowing that you're at
Thank
the
you,
bottom of
Jonathan.
that?
Hmm?
How does it feel to Jake? How does that? Is that shocking to you to know that you went towards like in her original alliance, or
I mean, a little surprised, but that's the game, you know.
did you think you were?
People, I did.
Like he
Yes.
said, don't hate the
So
player, hate the game.
She's great.
I left the chat. I can't see the chat anymore, but I'm almost 100% certain she said we are final three. And she said that we're all going to go shop together. So we all went to the shop together. I bought something. Tori bought something. Jake was so broke he couldn't buy anything. So I gave Jake all my candy
11.
canes.
Wait,
All the
Chase,
rest
I
of my
didn't buy
candy
anything.
canes.
I didn't buy anything. I gave Jake my candy canes too. I gave him what, like 11, Jake?
Yeah.
Oh, Jake was playing
It was a
y'all.
great. It was a
I
great
gave
Sure
Jake
scam.
mine so
did.
that
It was
way
a
I can
great
earn trust
scam.
with him.
Jake,
Yeah.
let me tell you something,
Jake
Jake.
just did not keep our backs.
You would have made
So
it. You would have made it to top
He
2.
said no. Okay.
I would have not voted for you. You took me out,
That's fine.
motherfucker.
That's fine. You know, that's
Can
how it
I
goes.
can I just say something?
You
Tori,
played a
you
good
messy
game.
bitch.
You played a
Yeah,
good
we
I
played the
game.
game.
you and Chase had something to do with it, but that whole I was doing my thing, like, bitch, did something I promised I would
Oh.
never do, and I second guessed my gut.
You were my scapegoat.
Like, bitch, fuck you. Like, then of
I
course
knew.
love with a little bit of
Giraffes. Giraffes. Once you turned on me and I knew what I said to you, I was like, no, fuck this bitch.
You know what?
Like, I'm taking you down.
Say what
Like,
you want about
and I
that.
did say, guys, I did say whatever Giraffe said that I said to her, I said it. But
I
I
will
was like,
say
I
this.
did not say that.
I would say this about
Blah,
that
bitch.
house meeting. I think that the house meeting was classic. I think it's a classic moment,
Oh fuck
and
yeah!
I love
I'm
it. I
just
love the
That
That was
whole.
really
was
good.
that's
had
gonna
things were
be
going
fun to
wrong
look
in my
back at.
with my day, so I couldn't fully appreciate and properly do everything in that time. Because I know that probably fucked me over a little bit more than I'd like to admit.
It was like television. When you came in, that was just so you.
And I didn't mean it as a like a I
It's
got you,
so
bitch. It was
funny
like a
though.
I can't believe I have to
Okay,
do this and
before
everything else.
well, all right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay,
Hey,
so
Dylan.
before we wrap up tonight, I invited back some of the pre-jury to see the winner. So before we start off, all of the votes have been tabulated. I have a couple of things to say first. Firstly, I wanted to thank all 18 players for playing this season. I have just a couple of words for each of you. Katie, I mean, there's not a lot to say because Katie didn't end up playing. Jonathan, you had a really notable couple of days in the game. Um, you and Demonica got in that really iconic fight, and you were very entertaining to watch. And I appreciated your presence in the game, and I wish it lasted a little longer. Jade Wolf.
No, it's fine. The best is always saved and gone first. You know, it's okay.
Jade Wolf. Jade, I love every time you play this game. Every time you play this game, you are just so uniquely you. I think of all the times you played, this was the time where I got to see your personality the most. And I wish you had a lot more time here. If this was not a challenge-based game, like a duel-based season, you would have been here a lot longer. So please be very proud of yourself. Giraffes, giraffes, I have never in I Love Money history seen a crash and burn that hard in one round. That was really bad. I mean, the closest I've ever seen to that
Oh
is
no.
Oh Johnny in season 5 when he exposed his alliance and then he immediately got kicked out the next episode. Like this was bad. And I don't think your game was doomed from the start. I think if you had just stuck with Demonica and Will, that you would have coasted through. But I understand when you had a disadvantage in the challenge, it was pretty scary. But ultimately, you brought some damn good TV, so good on you. Kiana, as a former winner, you had a little bit of a target on your back. I will say that I do think it was a mistake for them to vote you off. I think it's just the problem was that you were not good at letting people know where you stood. No one in the game really understood where you stood. But I will say that it was really fun getting to see you actually play the game because the first time you won, you didn't really understand how it worked until halfway through. And I think you showed that you're a pretty good game player. It's just victim of the circumstances. Ryan, no shade, but you played exactly the same as you did in your season. Like copy and paste the same. Um, Still, you are always entertaining to watch, and yeah, it was fun having you. Chase, Chase, I think that you were very misunderstood in this competition, and again, I think Demonica and Will and all of them really should have given you a shot because you wanted to work with them. Like you actively were trying to flip. You actively knew that you were on the bottom. It's just that every door kept getting slammed in your face, and it's a shame. But you know, tensions were high. It is what it is. But
I
um,
had a whole private call with Demonica talking about how we were going to be allies, and then that just went down the drain immediately. So I was
yeah.
trying. I talked to Will. I talked to all you guys. I tried. I tried to reach out to multiple people because I knew I was probably one of y'all's
Yeah,
targets. But
we'll talk about it after when
yeah,
we
yeah,
have a group talk with all of us.
yeah,
But
yeah.
Yeah,
still
Chase was
very
hurt.
good. And who knows what would have happened if you had beaten Tori in that duel. Next up, skipping that bitch, Tyler. As the first member of the jury, you really improved your game from the first time. Um, Ultimately, it was just throwing that vote on Chantel that screwed your game up. Before that, you were in like a pretty solid spot. It's just that there wasn't enough time for you guys to like figure out what really was going down. So it's just when that happened, the people in your alliance assumed that you were flipping. And I don't entirely know why you and Chantel voted against each other because like y'all were besties coming into this. I was like literally my mouth was on the floor when I saw you wrote her name down and then she voted for you at the vault ceremony. Like I was fucking gagged about it. But
Same.
ultimately, when you got, eliminated, that was the downfall of the rest of that alliance. All of you went boom, 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 up till Jasmine going, and then she won her way back in. But yeah, I think it was a mistake to send you home, and they've acknowledged that mistake. Um, Ultimately, I think it's just your elimination is a lesson to future players. I Love Money is just not a game to throw your vote. It's not a game where you can try to hide your allegiances. You just have to show them. And, it is what it is. But I think you did a good job this season, Tyler. I really do. And I think if something had gone differently, you were in no danger of going home. Demonica, firstly, I'm so glad that you finished out the competition. I know that it was really stressful for you and that there was a lot of things in the competition that maybe triggered past experiences. I will say this, from the very beginning, there were so many people in this competition that wanted to work with you. Like pretty much everyone wanted to work with you except for Jonathan. Like I'm being dead serious. When I say everyone, I do mean everyone. I think the only mistake that you made this season was I think that some people in this game reminded you of past players, and I think because of that, it may have clouded your judgment on them, and you may have anticipated them to be one way. You know what I mean? Like, and I can totally understand it because you've played with some people in the past that have really, gotten under your skin on purpose. Um,
Yeah.
I think that if you had accepted Tori's olive branch the first round. And granted, she did reject you the second time you tried coming back to her, but I think you guys could have been a really powerful duo.
I
And had you
agree.
two worked it out, and had you kept your relationship with Edgar after saving him, Chantel really wanted to work with you in this game. The only reason she went against you was because she knew that you had Enid and you had Will. But you were in a really strong position in this competition, and had one or two things gone differently, you know, there was moments I pegged you as the winner. So be proud of yourself, boss lady.
Thank you so
Um,
much. Thank you, Dylan.
no problem. Next up is Enid. Enid, I fucking loved having you back. It's been so long since we've had you in this competition and season and in All Stars. You were really preoccupied because you were fucking pregnant. So it was great seeing you now years later with child out of belly. But you proved you're the same badass competitor that you were all the way back in season 4. Um, you didn't quite make it to final 2 this time, but honestly, you were the most outspoken person in this cast. I think you were more outspoken than Demonica. Hot take. You were reading bitches down. You had so many fucking funny moments. My favorite moment is when you read Miss Flower in Hell, when you two had to work together, and you were like, "Listen to me, bitch. Don't fuck with me, Rose, and I and I won't fuck with you." You were like a mob boss, letting her have it. It was the funniest shit ever.
Sounds like me in real life.
Yes, no, literally like you in real life. I'm done with that background. You are wild. But I love you keep wondering, and it was so much fun having you in this game as always. And
I
also I
love
think
you, Brenda Meeks.
and also I thought people were making a mistake constantly voting for you. I think people just thought it was the easy thing to do. I think they should have just left you alone. And
Yeah,
then
y'all can kiss my ass.
And then I'd have no idea why Jake voted you off over Jasmine or Will. I thought that that was a huge mistake too. But next up is
Jake, you
Chantel.
did me a favor. I slept very well for the next couple of weeks.
Next up is Chantel. Yeah, I pegged Chantel as winning this whole game from the first episode. Like, there was just no stopping her. I think honestly, the only thing that did end up stopping her was her getting sick and her not being able to come. Um, Chantel was kind of like holding y'all hostage because, firstly, she had her alliance with Edgar and Tori that no one knew about. And because no one knew about her alliance with them, there was the side with with Tori and Michael and Edgar and all of them, and that's what everyone perceived. And then you had the side with Jasmine, Demonica, Enid, Will, and Chantel could kind of go wherever she wanted to go. But then ultimately she had to make a decision, And even when she had to make a decision, people were stuck. They needed her vote, going into the next round. If she was there, Jasmine and Will would have needed her vote in order to flip things and, tie it or get a majority. So Chantel was playing very good in that route, and there was not a lot of scenarios that I saw Chantel being voted off top 7 and forward. But seeing how everything has played out with the jury, I don't know if she would have won with this jury, but I mean, I guess we'll never know. But I still thought it was very impressive, and you went through the whole game without going in the bottom. Edgar, you really improved your game this time around. Like convincing DeMonica to save you the first night when she wanted you gone, then surviving the bottom all the times that you did, and then the whole second half of the season. I mean, your name was thrown out a lot in the beginning, and then the whole second half of the game, you were never voted into the bottom. Like that's really fucking impressive. Not many people can go from early target to never tossed in the bottom again. I mean, look at Jasmine. It's a shame that your work schedule changed and you weren't able to continue, but top 6 is a really great thing, and you definitely improved from last time that you played. Michael John played an amazing game this season, both as a competitor and in the alliances. He did get a lot of credit for being in charge of this game. He was not in charge of this game. But what he did a good job at was aligning himself with the people that were in charge of the game. He won challenges when he needed to win them, but ultimately, after Jasmine went home, which him wanting to save Jasmine I actually thought was a pretty good move because it kept a shield in the game. But ultimately, after she went home, he was the next target. If he didn't win, everyone was sending his ass home. So I thought you did great, Michael John. It's just you lost at the one time you did not need to lose. Will, you've compared yourself to the Sharonica of the season. You are not Sharonica, okay? You are not Sharonica. You are, um, who's a good example? You are like, not even like
Felicia.
Rhea. You are, no, you were
He's
Humphrey.
like
I'm trying to think.
fucking no.
Not Chrissy.
Zach
Okay,
Berg.
Zach Berg. Yeah. So,
Yes.
Will, what you were doing in the game was you were riling DeMonica up when you needed to calm her down. Like you would go into your private chats with her and talk shit about everyone when you really needed her to just you needed to be the one to be like, listen, let's just let this go. Because in season 5, what made DeMonica and Sharonica a really great pair is that Sharonica and DeMonica were able to balance each other out. DeMonica would make these really big, bold moves, and she would make people afraid to go against her. But then Sharonica would kind of be like the good cop, bad cop. Sharonica would be the good cop that kind of just like settles it and mends the fences between her and the other people. And it's just that's what you needed to be. And I think you and DeMonica could have held it. Like you could have used your relationship with Tori and brought her and DeMonica together. So I just wanted to put that out there. But besides that, I thought you did a good job in this game. Forming that alliance with Tori, it would have paid off if Jasmine didn't win the duel. You glided through the game. You were never really a target to people except for round 2. It was very fortunate Kiana was in charge because people wanted you to be the one to go home. And top 4 is a really big jump from last place. So very proud of you. And you have changed a lot from your first go around. Next is Jake. Okay, Jake, I really hate to burst your bubble, but you did not play an amazing game.
Fair
I don't think
enough.
you I don't think you
Period.
played I don't think you played a bad game. The problem with your game was that you had no loyalty to anybody. And because you had
Mm-mm.
no loyalty to anybody, you were at the bottom of everyone's priority. Like there was talks between Tori and Edgar that Will would be number 3 over you because you're stronger at the challenges. And then when it came to throwing someone in the bottom, they chose you. And they used the excuse that Jasmine would keep you, but it's just you were at the bottom of the group. And
Yeah, I
ultimately,
figured.
it's ultimately just you didn't get close enough with either side of the group to be a priority, whereas someone like Chantel was a priority for certain people in the game. But with that being said, you did get all the way to the final three, and you did choose the right side, and you had pressure on you from Demonica and Will, and you were able to, get out of that. And that is something that's very impressive. Like top three is great, and especially from your first time playing, it's a huge improvement. I think that it's just you didn't understand the type of game you were playing. I don't think it was necessarily a bad game. It's just it wasn't the game you thought it was, if that makes sense.
That's fair. I appreciate
But
you.
congratulations on being the last one standing of the I Love Money alumni. We've got a past winner here, a past finalist here, a five-time player here, and you were the one that ended up being the last one standing. So very good job. Then we've got our final two. Okay. Jasmine, I'm gonna start with you. When I saw your application, I instantly recognized you from doing trivia on Beast Games, and I was really excited because I remembered in Beast Games you were like one of the people that was rallying our team when they were being really fucking stupid and really unorganized. So I knew you were gonna bring it, and you gave that energy more than anything. And I think it's a shame that we didn't see more of it on fucking Beast Games. All we saw was you going home. You will go down in history as the greatest competition beast in I Love Money history because you've broken a record for most individual wins in a season. You won in this season, you won 4 ho 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 downs. You won a Paymaster and a Joymaster. You won the final gauntlet, and you won the buyback competition. So with 8 individual wins, you surpass the last competition beast, which was Shelby, who had won 7 individual challenges in one season. You should be very proud of yourself getting here to the end. I feel kind of the same way as you, that when Edgar got eliminated, it was kind of fair that you ended up being the one that came back. I still had to do a challenge to decide it, but I do think it was fair you ended up being the one to come back because you really didn't miss anything. Um, you were an extremely loyal player, and that's hard to come by in I Love Money. But what people don't understand is the loyal players always are the players that get to the end of this game. If you look at past seasons, you've got Cheyenne, who won this whole thing being loyal to Cody until the wheels fell off. Kiana was loyal to Lydia till the wheels fell off. Nika was loyal to Jimmy Stink the whole way through, and then she came back and she was loyal to Sharonica and Enid until the end, and her and Enid were the final two. There's a lot of examples of people, betraying people and getting to the end, but the loyal players always seem to do well or end up taking home the win. Um, you had a huge target on your back, and the fact that you got to the final two and now potentially maybe the winner is extremely impressive. I don't think I've seen someone have the kind of comeback that you had in this game. I don't think ever. I really don't think ever. No, never. Because you had Chantel and you had Chantel who almost went home the first night, but then after that she was fine. Yeah, really amazing comeback, never been done before. So congratulations to you. Tori, Tori, if Jasmine was really great at like the loyalty game and the physical game and the underdog story, you were really great at the strategy of the game. You were only in the bottom one time, and it was when the timer was run out and Enid put you down there. You won just the right amount. You stuck with the right people, and you really did try to make relationships with pretty much everyone in the game. Ultimately, even when the game was split in two, you had relationships with other people. Your relationship with Rose was what brought her over to your side. You had your relationship with Chantel, which she fell back on and turned on the others to come back over to your side. You had that relationship with Michael John. You had that relationship with Jake towards the end. You had that relationship with Will. So you were really good at using the strategy of the game to create those social bonds so that you had the numbers on your side. And what solidified to me how great that was the night where Michael John was willing to keep you out of the bottom over Jake when on paper you were the bigger threat over Jake. Um, So really great job getting to this final 2 position, and you definitely improved your strategy from the traders. When I remember last time in the traders, I kind of read you a little bit for putting yourself in the bottom with Val and getting yourself eliminated.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about traders. So those are my final speeches to all of you. I want to thank the viewers for staying tuned with us this whole way. This season went on a lot longer than I wanted it to, just because some people had conflicts over the holiday break. And this season ended up being really fucking good. And I didn't want to make the same mistake I did in season 9, where I eliminated like 6 people in 2 episodes and completely killed the flow of the game. And I think things worked out the way, that they were supposed to work out. I want to thank everyone that donated throughout this season. We ended up with a total of 182 on Cash App. And on Venmo, we have currently 389. So that means we're at around 571 in donations. And I believe on PayPal, we have like 30. So let's say we're at like 600. I do know some of those donations are towards the fan favorite vote. So I will have the official tabulations of what the fan favorite is winning and what the winner is ultimately walking away with after tonight. But for all intents and purposes, let's say the winner's walking away with somewhere around 275 to 250 at the lowest. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Last thing I want to say is that I'm very proud of our new players this season. Whether you had played a DH1 game before or no DH1 game before, like Tori, Jasmine, Michael John, Chase, Jonathan, and Katie, you guys were up against some like serious legends in I Love Money and some really big names. And you guys all brought something unique to the table. And we have 2 newbies in a 2-to-3 ratio game, a 2-to-1 ratio game, in the final 2. So I'm very proud of all of you, especially my Beast Game people, Tori and Jasmine. This is proof that y'all should be on the 2nd season and get a chance at redemption. But that's pretty much it. Anyways, you guys are free to talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna go grab the votes.
Woo. Great game, y'all.
Good
This
game.
was fun.
All right, now I need to meet this Shelby. I want to just have a head-to-head comp night. Shelby, someone host
Season
that.
12, I
Was
That's
think.
it my
actually really
Shelby?
impressive,
Oh, it's
Jess,
our
that you
Shelby.
hold like the status for the record of
I love
that.
Shelby.
If I can just say something real quickly, as the only other season 12 alumni here, that wasn't in the finale, I should say, because it's pertaining to you, Jake. I think I can say with my full heart and full sincerity and full confidence of how proud all of the season 12 people are of you for making it this far, and also kind of helping to prove a little bit that, because as much as I love to shit on it, I know other people do too, because it was a boring ass season. Oh God, was it boring. That, we can be entertaining, and,
What?
Season 12 wasn't boring.
My God. We just
What happened?
received the largest donation in I Love Money history?
Wow.
What
Holy
happened?
God.
This
From who?
motherfucker. Why would you do that? Okay.
Was it like
I know
$1,000?
this person. So I can announce that we just received a donation of $500
Wow.
from
Oh, the
one
winner about to
person.
get bank.
From
Not my
who?
husband, is it?
$500 from
Elle's
a
sister.
viewer that has not donated yet, from Nick.
What?
He
Wait,
says,
Nick from season 4?
no, I will text you about this, Veronica.
Oh, wow.
The victors shall burn bright, while the losers must turn to ash, to one day return as a phoenix. To a great season and a great game, well played by all. Don't forget to love each other, and more importantly, never forget to love yourself.
Right.
Period. Oh, I like that.
I am
You're an
shocked.
angel.
Nick wrote that
Anyways,
shit to
I
heart.
will let y'all talk again.
I want to say something before we get the winner of the game, if that's okay. It's not bad. Um, and I'm gonna do it like old school Demonica, where you just hear my voice. Um, I just want to say this to you guys. I have played this game since it was just a Skype game with 3 people in it. Okay, and I've seen it evolve over the seasons. And I just want to say to each and every one of you, I may not personally have liked all of you in this game at one point. I may have left this game very dramatically, but I am Queen Daenerys, so I will. My exit is always going to be dramatic. But I would like to say this to you guys. I want to congratulate you guys for playing again in a game with especially someone like me. I know that my type of gameplay is dramatic and overwhelming. And Tori, I saw that you were crying in one of the night.
Yeah.
I knew that I made you cry. I don't think that you're a racist bitch, okay?
Thank you. I just don't want you to actually like believe that. I assumed it was strategy coming like
Well, it
when you said
wasn't. I
that,
did feel kind of isolated by you, but that's not why I'm saying it. I'm saying it because I am all about
All right, guys,
helping
I will
people live.
let you finish this discussion after I read the votes, but I do have all the votes.
Okay.
So before I reveal the winner, we do have some business to get to. Prior to tonight, prior to the jury vote, Jasmine earned the power to eliminate one member of the jury. Jasmine, with great power comes great responsibility. Which juror's vote have you chosen to give the void?
I have eliminated the vote of someone that I didn't like, that they lied to me. And that was my hill to die on night one, and it's gonna be the hill I die on at the end of the night. Michael John, you have no vote.
Michael John has lost his vote, and his vote will not count. I can reveal that the player that Michael John chose to vote for was Tori, which means that Tori, your first and possibly only vote is now void.
Oh
That'd
no!
be pitiful.
That means that there are 7 votes remaining. All right, ladies, the time has come to reveal the winner.
Also,
7
2 women
jurors.
at the end. Let's go. High five before this.
7
Okay.
jurors have cast their votes, and tonight it takes 4 votes to win. I need everyone except for Tori and Jasmine to hop off camera and to go on mute.
I don't like the pressure.
Once I reveal the winner, you can all come back on camera and celebrate and cheer. I seen Chase to go off camera. All right, ladies. So it takes 4 votes to win. The winner of DH1's I Love Money Ranger games will walk away with a cash prize of probably somewhere around $500 now. Good for you. A coveted spot in the DH1 Hall of Fame, and a legacy that is everlasting. And so much holiday joy that it'll last you for the rest of your life. I don't know. Anyways, I will now reveal the votes. Okay. First vote is for Tori to be the winner of I Love Money Reindeer games. Next vote is for Jasmine to be the winner of I Love Money Reindeer games. That is 1 for Jasmine, 1 for Tori. The next vote is for Jasmine to be the winner of I Love Money Reindeer games. The next vote is for Jasmine to be the winner of I Love Money Reindeer games. That is 3 for Jasmine, 1 for Tori. The next vote is for Tori to be the winner of I Love Money Reindeer games. Your next vote is for Tori to be the winner of I Love Money Reindeer games. That is 3 votes for Tori, 3 votes for Jasmine, 1 vote left. And the winner of I Love Money Reindeer Games is, congratulations, Tori, by a vote of 4-3. You are the winner of I Love Money Reindeer Games, our season 14 champion. Congratulations. It was
Congratulations.
That was really close.
Congrats, Tori.
Commiserations,
Thank you,
Jasmine. You
guys.
both played so
Big
good.
ups to you, Tori. Oh gosh.
And to clarify, the votes tonight for Jasmine came from Will, Enid, and DeMonica, Jake, Michael John, Edgar, Chantel, Tyler, and Edgar all voted for Tori to win. So by a vote of 4-3, Tori, you won. Tori, how are you feeling?
Guys, I feel so honored to be in I Love Money history. It really like proved to myself that I could actually do this.
I'm very proud of you, Tori. I know how much you wanted to get this win, and you really did play an amazing game.
Thank
Jasmine, you were shocked when I revealed that last vote. How are you feeling right now?
That sucked. Oh man, it sucked. What a
Are you proud of getting to the end?
I am. I mean, I'm proud of my game, but I mean, I think it just goes to show that in these things, you know, sometimes people are proud of the person who played the snaky game because, you know, they want to let the anti-hero shine. You know, I played a very loyal, very strong game, and from night one, it's been coming for me. Tori could not have had more advantages to win this game. So congratulations for a win that was very much, you know, I think handed to you, but you also did have to do some work for it.
All the
But
people that voted for me, I had to have some kind of relationship with them.
No, you was sneaky as fuck, bitch.
Okay.
Get the fuck out of here.
Then you
Fuck
know
outta
what?
here.
I wouldn't change anything because I won. So call me sneaky,
won.
call me
You
snaky.
did
I
win.
won. I don't care.
You did win a game.
Mm-hmm.
And not that much money. What the fuck you talking
You
about?
guys are haters.
Okay.
Like, just clap.
Haters? Who's a
Thank
fucking
you,
hater? Shut the
Jonathan.
fuck
I
up.
don't
Nobody
understand
fucking
why
hating.
it's still
Shut up,
going
bitch.
on.
You
Everyone
type
just
in on
needs to
Nobody
everybody's
respect
fucking
me.
hating.
pop
Shut
up,
the fuck
bitch.
up.
Shut the
Wait.
fuck up.
You look like you got
Get
mad
the
boats
fuck
outside
up,
your
Salty,
face.
bitch.
You look like
Enid.
you
Fuck
Oh
got
my
you,
mad dick.
bitch.
goodness.
Just
Did you
You look like
not
you
clap
got
get
for
mad
it?
dick,
her.
Did you
bitch.
You
want
Go
me
suck
to
a
won.
dick,
You
answer?
bitch.
won.
Shut the
Shut the
fuck
fuck
up.
up. You're a loser.
And you ugly and you
You're
fat.
fucking
You look
Yo.
like
ugly.
shit. You look like
You
you
look
suck
like
mad
shut the
dick.
fuck up.
Oh
You're
my
ugly
gosh.
and you're mad as fuck. You're a hater. You're a hater. That's all you do is hate
You
on
look like you got
people.
herpes.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up, ho.
You shut the fuck up.
No, you
SBD
shut the fuck
queen,
up.
shut the
Kiss my
fuck up.
ass. You
Shut the
fat
fuck
bitch.
up.
You
You're
fat
mad.
bitch.
You're mad.
Kiss my ass.
You're
I'm mad.
mad.
Yo, no,
You
you
can say
mad. Suck my
whatever you
titty,
want.
ho.
You're just
Didn't you get
Get the
mad.
fuck
Monica
out of
just get
here.
Tori, you
What
robbed?
are
won,
you talking about?
period.
What are you
Tori
talking
won,
about?
period.
Oh,
I got
girl.
Tori
dick. I
won,
got a
It's
dildo
not
tomorrow.
me.
Stick
period.
in
It's
your
not
Tori
me
mouth.
this
won,
What are
time.
you talking
period.
about?
Cash out.
Let's
Grab
do
the
this.
500 and throw
Let's
it in
do
her
this.
face
I'll
to
get
tell him to
this. I'll
fuck
do this
up.
all day. All day.
All
I'm a
day.
troll. I'm a troll.
I'm just
Guys,
gonna
I
Ruh,
say
just
ruh,
played to
this.
ruh,
have
ruh,
I'm just
fun,
ruh,
gonna say
ruh.
so
this on a positive note. On a positive note,
yeah.
you both are winners to me. That was a very
Dang.
close race. I think that this is a tough game, and that anybody that wins this game or comes first to winning this game should be proud of the position that you are in, guys. I congratulate you, Tori, on your win, and Jasmine. You know I love you. You guys both should be proud of yourselves, okay? And God bless you guys all. You know, we've had a whole summer. Are we in the Big Brother house? We had a whole, we had a whole Christmas season of being together, and I think we should embrace that and leave this game with some dignity. And let's just say, guys, this was a fucking awesome, probably one of my favorite seasons I've ever played of I Love Money. So let's be proud of how
No.
iconic this season has actually been.
No,
All right.
Tori, let me stop being an asshole. Tori, you did your shit, bitch.
Yeah,
You
Tori,
did your shit.
congratulations, girl.
Thank you.
Yes, you
Thank
did.
you.
But Jonathan, mind your
Y'all made
fucking
it
business,
real
you
hard,
fucking
and
dumb
that's what
bitch.
I give you.
Nobody
If
fucking cares.
Monica and
That's
Enid
why.
props for, like, y'all
That's
would really
exactly
do well in
it.
House of Villains.
You want me to
I mean,
shit on you, bitch? Stop playing with me.
Yeah, I hope
Tori, you did great, honey.
Thank
She did.
Jasmine, for you to be
yo,
first
yo, and I
Stop
hope
playing with me,
everybody.
nigga.
season
And
in
to
this
Monica,
game
I
and make it
really
to
want to, like,
final
now that
two,
the game is
that is
done,
something
I
a
really
lot of
want to
people have
talk to
never
you.
done. Like that's a big deal to be a newbie and make it. And you can probably thank Jonathan for that jinx, because he kind of put a newbie into with his manifestation. He put you there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a big accomplishment. So guys, don't fight. Enjoy the moment. It's a great moment. I would be upset if it was Michael winning or Edgar.
I
Okay.
love this voice of reason to Monica. I'm living
There
for
we go.
this.
I just hope you guys know too. When I was
So
going
Monica grew up. I
when
I
I
like
was
was
this.
I
going
was so
so
You're
scared
so
for
grown,
tonight. I'm
Monica.
like, oh my god, I'm facing them again for the first time in a
I
while.
know.
Shit.
Before we
I'm
wrap
gonna tell you
up,
something. I
does
almost
anyone
came out.
on Prod have any final thoughts they want to give? Terrell, Alexis, Shronica?
Also, Jake, I just wanted to
Yeah.
say, I hope you know that me and Jake were talking off screen. He knew I was going to shade him, so we're good. We're not mad at each other. Hope you guys don't think that. I just, was playing the game just as much as he was. So,
I'm sorry.
Are you
Chase,
drunk again, Chase?
huh?
Chase, you know
Are
what
you
gave
drunk
me the
again?
Wait,
Yeah,
who was
he looked
talking
like
first?
it.
Somebody was talking before
Look
that.
high as hell.
I look high as hell. That's kind of
Oh
problem.
yeah, we were asking production.
Shronica, what did you think of this season?
This was very fun. I mean, I've been super busy with school. I missed a lot of seasons, so there's not many seasons. Last one and this one. I really enjoyed this one. I really did. You all did an amazing job.
You enjoyed it because I was in it.
Bitch, shut the fuck up. But I did enjoy it. There's some people that, I've met but I've never seen watch. I really feel like the newbies outshine the alumni.
I
Girl, be
agree.
quiet, girl. Girl, be quiet. You're going too quiet now,
No,
girl.
they did. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all
They
did good.
did outshine y'all. Like there was things
Jasmine,
that I
Jasmine killed it. I ain't
I
gonna hold
seen y'all
y'all.
do before,
girl,
and I'm
I'm just gonna
like,
say it. She did her thing.
girl,
Just
clock
Jasmine.
like the
it.
rest of you, I didn't do a damn thing. I lost too. At the end
Oh,
of the
anyway, I had the
You
best
a winner in
elimination.
my
say, when
eyes,
she
baby.
got me out, I can't wait to vote for her. She put people out of the box and they couldn't wait to vote for her to win. So, hey, you did something right. Your social game was off the chain. Good for you.
And that's how you play.
Like a villain. All right.
You got,
Yeah, this season was fun,
I
y'all.
just
Y'all
want to
had, I
say
seen the fun that you guys had, the
congratulations.
gameplay. I like the challenges. You guys were creative. The music videos, the lip syncs were great. Y'all killed it this season. Y'all should look back at all the fun times y'all had. There was a lot of cool moments. Um, yeah, I don't know. This is fun. This is fun watching you
It was
guys.
fun
There was
watching.
some good gameplay. There was some horrible gameplay. I don't know if I have a reunion to go through
That's
all
what we
that.
want to
Hey,
hear. We want to
hey,
hear your
Yeah,
don't
real
like
don't
time feedback.
horrible. Like y'all,
don't
some of
get
y'all,
drunk if you think you're gonna get
you
eliminated.
drunk now, Chase. Anyways, so I
Chase, I was drunk
Tyler,
most
I
of the
wanted to
game.
see you turn up. Tyler, you didn't do that. You didn't do none of that.
Wait till
Giraffes,
the reunion, babes. Wait till the reunion.
period.
Reunion.
Will, you surprised me. You grew on me a lot this season with your
You
shady,
did.
shady ass. I'm just gonna say, Jake, you is in your head. I think you
Yo,
you
You're over.
let's thank God that this is not real life, because in real life I'll be beating half of y'all motherfuckers up.
I would hold you
okay.
back, girl.
Oh, and Enid,
Don't
you
visit your
funny.
cousins in Pine Brook next to me anytime
This like
soon.
baddies. This was like baddies. Y'all
Yeah,
tagged me.
no,
All y'all
You're
motherfuckers
trying to get your
say
baddies
Say,
changed.
I do have to say, if I can say one thing, I don't hate
Yes.
anybody in this game.
caddy.
I just do need to say, like, I disagree with the decision. I'm
Except
salty,
for Rose, right?
but I don't hate
Oh,
anybody in this game.
no,
But
Rose
I
used to
will
get jumped.
say, hold on. I do need to go out on the one line since my check got voided. Can I go out on the one line of my family said uttered before me by Enid, and then unto us by Demonica, and then unto us by Will, and I shall be the last of my family to say, y'all are weak ass bitches, and y'all can suck my
Oh
dick.
my god. I'm
That's
dead.
our line. Like, that's
Y'all
our
were
favorite.
fun. This is a great season, you
No,
guys.
for
Baller.
real. Can I say
Girl, I want to
something?
shake my ass on this camera. Hell yeah.
Go ahead,
Because
Sharonica.
like
Veronica.
Dylan said something earlier about, most of the loyal players make it to the end and shit. It's true. But
But not all the time.
at the end of the day, it's a fucking numbers game. So
Yeah.
if your ship is sinking, jump the fuck off. Because that
Yeah.
will be a downfall.
Period.
Everybody on the ship.
No, I still play my loyal game. I feel like it fucks you over in the
And you're
end.
not
But
playing to win. You gotta jump off when it's sinking. It's
Yeah. Ryan W. from last season did that, and he did win.
Chantel did it for no reason, but it worked for her.
Oh,
It wasn't sinking,
Jasmine,
but
Jasmine,
she sank it.
did you get my
No, there was a reason, baby.
I sent a $4 donation for you, Jasmine, because you never got a donation. So
Oh, that's right. We have
Oh,
to
now that the game's over.
I sent it
I have to
before the
announce
game was
the
over. I sent it
fan
before the game
favorite.
was over.
I want to use my
Veronica, you
4
ain't
candy
shit.
canes to send an anonymous bounty.
What about
Can we
fan
do
I'm
favorite?
gonna quickly go over the fan favorite award.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
perfect.
So
No, I didn't get it.
it's not even close because we got we got a $40 donation that I don't even gotta look at the rest of them to know that
That's
is
a bag of weed. I'm sorry.
Ooh, DeMonica.
that this is
You got
definitely
a $40 bag of weed? Bitch, where the
Yes,
fuck
ma'am.
is
This
that?
Memphis,
the top
baby.
vote getters for fan favorite is Tori and Jasmine.
Oh,
And
wow.
the winner
Ironically.
with $40 to her name is Tori.
Damn, she
Congratulations.
swept. Tori, you swept the
How we knew
season,
it was
girl.
Tori?
Or tell your husband to not be
You know
paying no
what,
big
Dylan? I didn't
How
get
we knew
paid
it was
for
you.
season 5.
It was
And that's
Elle.
why I
Elle
never
did that.
put down the
can you
viewers,
please stop
guys.
influencing
Never
Tori,
put down
wait,
the
Tori,
viewers.
I do gotta call you out a little bit because it was your husband donating during the fucking challenge.
Your husband is a
Did you
cheater.
not know
Why
that?
he did that?
She,
Don't do
she
that.
didn't know.
I swear I didn't know. He's
That
in
is
the other room.
Listen.
I can't even talk to him.
You got a good
Biggest
man.
supporter.
Hey, Tori, was your husband
He
getting mad when
went
you
to
were
bat
getting
for
like
you.
yelled
Yeah,
Tori's
at?
he went to
biggest
bat for
supporter.
you.
Accepting.
Was he the anonymous?
During that challenge, yes, that was him. He got you that paymaster.
Yeah,
he's
that's
the
so
reason she only
funny.
had
Oh,
3
well, he
votes.
better
I'm
be
glad the
happy
money went back
because
to my
Andrew
pocket.
he
said,
got the money right the fuck
and
back.
Andrew said, we're getting that money,
You're
honey.
on the stand.
I mean, he
Did
got
you
his
tell
money
him that
back,
we
so it was an
won?
investment.
I'm gonna get a
He's
return on my
refusing to come over
investment.
here. He doesn't want to face y'all.
Because he
I'm
cheated.
Tell him
Yeah,
that
Because he
he won
cheated,
the real
Tori.
money for
I didn't do
himself.
shit. I didn't do
Yeah,
shit.
you did.
Oh,
You're in the next
Andrew.
game.
You don't have to
you
wait.
little.
Cute.
Let me hold
Tori,
$5
Love you,
for
not
young
money
brother.
lost.
Hold on.
someday he's gonna
You
be
better
pressed
start
for you.
donating money to us this way if you want us to forgive you.
Tori, I got a
Oh
question.
my
I
Give me a
do have a
break.
question.
$5
Tori,
a pop.
did your
Wait, no, I'm
husband
so
get?
confused. The favorite person was
Oh, I
$40
see.
and that was him?
Did he
That
send
was your
500?
man, girl.
No, he did not send. I know who sent 500.
Yeah,
No,
who
but
sent
Andrew was fighting
500?
for you. And
I
but
was
honestly,
not
Elle
sugar
was
daddy
not as
that
hard as Elle. Elle
donated.
was fighting tooth and nail
I
throughout
think
the
it's so
game.
fun
Elle
that
is
you
the new
got Elle out
sister.
and she was like
Yes.
keeping you in this game. Like you got her out in the game and she was still
Elle
helping you.
was like
I'm
the
saying with the
19th
social game,
the
Tori
19th
gets
player.
people out. Elle, Jake, and people
Listen,
are like, I can't
should
cook
get
and wait.
this
LL.
game could either go you're loyal or this game could either go you're sneaky. Either way, however you get it, you get it. You win how you win. That's it.
Tori, I want to give a question out.
I've been
Tori,
taken out by fucking unloyal ass people and they almost won, or actually they didn't win because I was in the jury. So
One more
Sounds
thing
like my
that I will
best friend.
say is if I saw any of you play again, this is what I would like to see from each of you. Tori, I don't think there's really a whole lot I would change.
Thanks.
I think you changed it this time. Jasmine, I don't think there's a whole lot I would change. Honestly, I like your gameplay. It's just who you ended up with and the lines, how they drew. But I liked the way you played the game. Jake, the only thing I would suggest to you is to just like get more people that you want to be loyal. Like, I think take some elements from the first time you played and mixed it into this time because the first time you played, you had people you were loyal to. I think you had like two extremes. Like the first time you were laser focused on Cody, but this time you were like willy nilly to go wherever you had to go. Will, if you play again, Stop trying to cause drama and try to win.
It wasn't causing drama. I was just,
Yes, you were, Will. Come on,
It was
Will.
just funny. You were gossiping.
You were
You
funny though.
Yeah, he was Gossip Girl.
Fucking love Will. Will, start all the
XOXO.
drama
Yes, he
you want,
was.
bitch. You hilarious, hoe.
Michael
I love
John,
it.
I wouldn't change that much about his game, to be honest with you. Edgar, not a whole lot I would change. Chantal, I mean, not really a whole lot to change. Your gameplay works for you. Enid, I love the way you play. Demonica, the only thing I would suggest to you is if you decide you want to go for someone, be a little more low key about it. Because what killed me was when you saved Edgar, but then you were like, "This motherfucker manipulated me." You know what? 10 candy cane bounty on.
No, it wasn't that. It was
Monica's
that
funny
I
as
needed
fuck.
to get Jonathan out because Jonathan was strictly coming for me, and I
Yeah,
just
I know.
couldn't.
I think that if you were gonna come for Edgar, you should have just kept it secret. So if you played again, keep it secret if you're going for someone. You don't
Do
need to
it
tell anyone.
anonymously.
But I know
I
that
just
that's not how you roll.
I'm
You
not
let
fake.
bitches
I
go.
cannot be.
I
I
know.
will say this, Jake. I think that if you had stuck with me, we probably would have done some damage.
Well, I'm gonna get to that because I want to answer some burning questions from the season and let y'all know what really was going on.
Okay.
Tyler, I mean, the only thing that I would suggest is just get a little closer to people. That's the only thing that I would suggest to you is you had Chantel and she was like your number one, but then the only other person I saw you get really close to was Ryan, and I know that you didn't really want to get close to Ryan. So that's the only other thing I would suggest to you. Fuck that bitch. Chase, the only thing what I would suggest to you is try to get more solidified in an alliance next time because this time you weren't really solidified in an alliance. You had some alliances, but you were not their priority. So it was just easy for them to throw you under. Ryan, literally just do anything different. Kiana, you just need to let people know where you stand in the game. Just saying things on loudspeaker in front of everyone is very different from saying things behind the scenes. Chantel needed that from you, and you just never really gave that to her. Giraffes, if you decide you want to take people turn on your alliance, just wait a little longer. Like just
Or
wait.
just talk to one person
Yeah, it
about
was
it.
too
You talk
quick.
to everyone.
Yeah, that was too early to
Way
flip
too
on them.
early. I
Yeah,
was
I think
shocked.
Giraffes got overwhelmed when I found out that she placed the bounty on me. That
The
I only found out because she admitted it
the
to me.
disadvantage,
With
fully
Jade
finding
Wolf.
out, playing
And
with
Giraffes was telling
Jay.
the truth. That's some fucked up shit.
Jade Wolf, I
It's
love
just
you, but Jade Wolf is never gonna win this game. So I don't want Jade Wolf to
Oh my
change
God,
anything about
Dylan.
her.
She has a
She's
come on,
not. I
Dylan,
love Jade Wolf, but
Dylan,
she's not gonna win this
Dylan,
game.
Hurry up!
Dylan.
Someone
Love
what you gotta
her,
say about
entertaining.
Rose.
She
but I
made
would
me
love
laugh
her.
though. She was funny.
Oh, she's
I want
hilarious. I love
She
her.
had me cracking up.
She had
hurry
me
up. 'Cause I want to hear what you got to say about Rose.
I ain't got
Fuck
shit to say. Who the
that.
fuck is that? She's lame as shit, and she's gonna whatever I say, she's gonna quote in her little fucking expose video. Which, by the way, if any Beast Games people are watching, she's editing some bullshit right now, trying to get the show canceled.
She
So
reached out to me recently and she
she
said
reached
that
out to everybody. I get all
like
these messages from people. Rose, she wants to know about you. She wants to know about you. She thinks that I think about her every fucking day, and I
she
don't.
she thinks I got her kicked off of a game show.
What fucking game show?
I don't know. I don't care enough about her to even like
What
know
game
what
is she
she's
in?
doing with her life. I
Bitch, all
don't
it takes is
know.
one Google search and you'll see she tried to fake her death in some bullshit. Like, girl, give me a
Yeah.
break.
Yeah, you spent too much time on her.
It. Too
She
much
needs to go take a
energy.
shower. That's what she needs to do. She needs
Oh
to
my
take a
She's
shower
too
God.
because
oily.
I can smell her through the screen.
Her
Like,
hair's
what?
mad
She
fucking
needs to
greasy.
keep pacing
Give me
around
a
that
fucking
room.
break.
Fry some
Wow.
chicken on her
It's so.
face.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Her hair is greasy as shit.
Guess we're not gonna talk about Rose.
Well, I think we just did.
Well,
Um,
when's the
John,
next ending gonna be?
and then Jonathan. I think you're funny as fuck. I wouldn't
Yeah, I
change.
need Jonathan back on something.
Jonathan needs
Yeah,
to be
Jonathan's
on
I
funny.
need him.
Him,
I
Period.
hope
Monica's
Project is
game.
going to. But
Wait, can I say something, please?
definitely won't be the last you see of me and everyone else. Welcome to the DH1 family, all of you, and thank you all so much for playing. And there'll definitely be more to come. We actually
Hey.
might have broken a record on donations with that little $500 donation that
That
came
was crazy.
and
When do you think you're gonna do another
I swear to God,
season?
I thought it was from you, Chase, at first. Because I thought you were the only one that had to
Yeah,
act
because
like
he is
that.
drunk
I'm
looking.
so
Look at
shocked
him.
at this.
I'm
Was
not
that
drunk.
donation
I'm
geared to
high.
anybody or
Anyways,
just
some burning questions. Let's address the Giraffes, DeMonica, Will situation. Okay. Did Giraffes, Will, and DeMonica have a 3-person alliance for the gay people in the game? Yes, they did. Did they want to target... Did DeMonica and Will tell Giraffes that they need to target the straight men in the game? Yes, they did. Yes, they did. And that
Kinda
was
messed up.
specifically Jake, Chase, and Michael John.
You know what's funny about that?
And
Why are we
Funny
did
getting
about that?
Will
political
say the
here? That's
comment
messed up.
about Chase's... Oh,
Can I say something real
was he saying
quick?
something? Did
I'm
my
not
audio cut?
straight. I've never been straight.
Fuck, why can't I hear you all?
You have a
I'm
girlfriend.
bisexual.
Oh, now I can hear
Yeah,
you.
I have a girlfriend. I'm bi.
Oh.
Dude, if I could
I
say
mean,
something
most of
like
the guys I date are straight. Blah.
And lastly, did Will say the comment about Chase's stepfather being unemployed? Yes, you did, Will.
No, I didn't. I didn't say
Yes,
his
you,
name.
yes,
No,
I
you
said,
admitted that you did,
Will,
but in a
Yeah, you
joking
I
did.
yes,
manner.
you
said,
did, Will. You did.
I
And
said,
Thank you.
I don't
Will's
think
funny as
We
fuck.
did.
I don't think it was meant
no,
to
it
be like
wasn't. I
shady.
said jobless.
I think
That's
you
all I
were
said. You know what I
I
mean?
think you were just trying to be funny when you said that.
Yeah, we were
You
just
know,
joking. Everything
yeah.
y'all said about it.
We kind of talked about this in the alumni chat. I have noticed that some people in the competition throughout all the seasons like to stick with people that they can relate to on some level, whether it be their identity or their gender, or maybe they share a job or whatever. What I will say is the people that I have seen in this competition do the best are the people that are willing to work with anybody, no matter where they come from. And I think that Will and DeMonica, your mistake was not leaping at the opportunity to keep Michael, John, and Jake in your corner. Because if they were in your corner, you guys could have rode on their asses like a fucking stallion and let them win the challenges. Because they were not solidified with Tori's side at that point.
Yeah, but wait,
It
that's
just,
not our fault. Jake was going after Will, and that
No,
was
he
a conflict
wasn't.
of interest. I mean, it counted when he went after Will's candy canes. I knew that Will would be upset about that. So
Oh.
that's what I mean. I mean that Will would not have trusted Jake after that happened. And I was trying to fix that, but it didn't work.
I guess
We
I will
played a
just,
real stupid game this
if I
season.
could say
Like I feel
something
like this
too.
season we played a stupid game. We
I,
did.
We made
I could say
we
something
We
too,
made
like
stupid decisions. We
coming
did.
in as one of like the only straighter guys, I guess only there were only 3 straight guys. You guys said it stinks because I didn't come in with this with any discrimination against anybody in their sexuality. So it sucks when that happens for us. Just saying. So hopefully next time that's not a thing. But you know, it is what.
And again, I'm not straight. I'm bisexual.
Yeah, I'm
Just because
straight,
I
but
have
it
just
doesn't
because I
mean
have a
that
female
I
partner
can't
does not
relate
mean
with
that
you
I
guys.
can't be bisexual.
Are you a
You're right.
swinger?
You're right. He's absolutely right.
I'm bisexual too.
My ex had an ex-girlfriend.
And that's why I say I think in the competition it's always best to not judge someone based on their appearance or judge someone based on... I think maybe for the returning players, some players reminded you of past people you played with. So there was a little bit of that. No, I guess I think trauma is a bit of an extreme word, but I guess I would say trauma that came into play when seeing who you had on the table. I will say though, Giraffes, you kind of did blow that shit out of proportion. It was not as deep as you made it to
Yeah.
be, but I think it was just the moment, you know?
I was going through a lot of emotional stuff as well
Yeah.
outside, and I'll fully admit that I probably did blow it out of proportion way more than it should have been.
Yeah.
But like all stuff going on outside of the game, and then the stuff going on inside of the game.
Of course.
Like I will admit, I should have taken I should have taken a little bit of a longer break between hopping on Skype shit than I did. I will fully admit that.
Yes. Did we have any other burning questions?
Well,
that
I
Anonymous
have a question
anonymous
for you.
question.
I think that when you did the bottle challenge, I thought that challenge was extremely unfair because
Oh, I
like
hate
everybody.
Okay, so let's
that
talk
for
about
y'all.
that. So I totally hear you when you say that, and I'm making a decision moving forward to not allow any type of substitutions. If someone doesn't have something, they just can't play in the challenge. With that being said, the only reason that I allowed the people who had those bottles to use them was because it had more liquid than the others. So it would have been harder for them to finish the challenge. It put them at a disadvantage. Michael John ended up being the one winning, and he was one of the people that did have a normal bottle. There also was some discrepancy about Jasmine's win during the last episode. So during that episode, I accidentally did not black out the last tile that Jasmine was on. However, I looked back at that footage during the episode. It didn't change anything because had I not blacked that out, Jasmine still had another move to make, whereas Jake did not have another move to make. So Jasmine won that challenge no matter what. The other controversy with the challenges was the whole situation with the Edgar's win on the night Jasmine ended up winning in that trivia game. Ultimately, this is a live show, guys, and I have to go based off of what I hear, and Giraffes knows this best because it happened in her season where Debbie did the challenge wrong and no one caught it because no one called it out. We just have to go by what happens in the game. And if people don't understand the rules, or if people, after we explain them time and time again, or if someone doesn't catch a mistake, then there's really nothing that we can do because this is a live show. It's not like Big Brother where we do it and then we have time to look back at everything. So it's just that's how it played out. The only time I can ever recall where we have literally overturned the results of a challenge after an elimination was season 6, where I literally was talking to the police while one of the challenges was going on. So, and honestly, I regret turning that challenge back. It was like an
Talking to
endurance
the
game.
police.
Yeah, yeah. I've been through a lot while this show's been going on.
So I have a question.
Yes. What would you
Um,
like to bring to the table?
how far, so I know I was sending lots of donations, and I want to know like the limit on what we are allowed to and what we're not allowed to say. Like
There's no
giving,
limit.
there's no, okay, so
No, there's
like
no limit.
Yeah,
no
You can
limit.
say whatever you want. That's the point of the
Okay, it
donations.
just seems like some people got mad at me because I said a message in the chat, which was totally a fair message to send, I thought. So I just want to
Oh,
make
who
sure.
got mad at you?
Giraffes. But either way,
Okay, can I clarify that? I feel like there is a little bit, from what I've seen at least, and I haven't seen every season, haven't seen every episode of I Love Money, so I could be very wrong. I feel like there's a little bit of an unspoken, like, eliminated player rule where you can still donate to, like, knock somebody out of of an endurance challenge, or help somebody in an endurance challenge, or help somebody in a challenge. It's another thing when you're giving out information that only you had while in the game.
So you believe there's an etiquette to the pre-jury eliminated player
Yeah, I believe there is an
donations.
etiquette, and it was like, I understand the bitterness because I've been bitter myself. Hell, if some of y'all look back at the alumni chat, I'm just saying sorry now.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
I'm just saying sorry now because feelings are feelings. I've gotten all over a little bit, and some of it's like joking, but I feel like there's a little bit of an etiquette of, once you're eliminated, you can still, like, shady little comments here and there, but actual, like, what he was doing, that's a little bit like, okay, that's a little bit too far. Now you're still trying to
and
actively control the game.
that's where I'm trying to clarify if that's okay. Because I mean, I literally gave Jake enough money to buy his present. So for him to not use it, I feel like I have a total right to let the rest of everybody know with a donation. I'm still supporting the show and I'm giving out that information. People don't even have to believe it, that's totally fine. But I think I have a right to totally have my way of getting my revenge in my way of a donation that way. So that's where I want to confirm.
I mean, at the end of the day, I make everything fair game just because we are in a unique situation where this is an online world. And in previous seasons, I've had bitter ass players that get, and I'm not saying you were bitter, but I'm saying I've had bitter eliminated players
No, I was
come
bitter.
into the live chat and use like different accounts to spill tea, or breaking rules and going to people's private messages or posting on Twitter, or doing a bunch of shit. So the way I look at it is that you can't really monitor it. So it's just you have to make everything fair game. And at the end of the day, I'm trying to do a motherfucking real life game. And however the fuck I gotta raise money, without
Exactly.
doing OnlyFans, I'm gonna have to do that shit, you know?
Period.
Hey, and I send money every time I send a donation, so I'm helping the show at the same time, you know. And Jake still made it to final three as much as I was targeting him, so it didn't even matter.
But I
So
do
Tori, I
hear what
I
support
Giraffes.
got
I
you.
do hear what
you.
Giraffes is saying.
I understand what she's saying too.
Yeah.
I'm really upset about how much power Michael had that night. I feel like we didn't even have a leg to stand on that night. I feel like he had way too much power to put my whole alliance in duels, and then no matter what, somebody was gonna go. But I understand, you know, that it's a game. Of course, my game is even crazier than this. So I understand. That's one reason why I understand, but I still feel like there was so much power.
I totally hear you. The one thing I'm so confused about, though, is that you sent a donation to Sabotage after, and I was screaming. I was like, girl, why didn't you send that to win the
During.
talent show? Because then
Because I
you
don't
would have
feel
won.
like because I don't feel like when you're in the game, you should be donating. I mean, I didn't donate because I was in the game. I donated after I was in the game to keep Jake from winning.
It's another
Yeah.
etiquette thing for you. You think that it's fair to not donate while you're in the game. I can totally respect that.
Yeah, I mean, because like, why would I pay for myself to get ahead?
I totally
I mean,
respect
it was allowed, and
I know it's allowed, but I just feel like it. You know, I'm out of the game now, so I can do whatever I want. You know, I can't do whatever I
I
want, but
will
I can.
say, if I was to judge that talent show, it would have been a hard time picking between Jasmine and Michael John to win. I might have leaned more towards Jasmine, but honestly, I can't hate on Michael John winning because like that was original what he did. You know, he did
it was unexpected too.
it was very
Yeah, it
unexpected.
was. I did not see that coming
It
at all.
gave me very much Johnny Walker Purple when he came in with a puppet and did a lip sync with the puppet.
Oh,
Like,
season 12.
yes, it was.
I just
That
think he
was a
should have
good.
had immunity or paymaster. That's what my description is.
I
I think that he
totally
should
hear
have
you.
either
It's
one.
it's just I didn't make that a rule. It was what it was what it was. It was more so honestly it was less about immunity and more so about having the power to make the duos. And he got that before he won the paymaster. But I totally hear what you're saying.
Hey,
And I mean, if I had gotten
everything's
there,
not going to be
I would
fair,
have
you know.
complained probably.
And honestly, at the end of the day, it didn't end up really changing anything because whether there was duos or not, you and Jasmine would have been sent in the bottom. The only difference is Jasmine could have saved herself and forced probably Will to go against you. I actually don't know if they would have put Enid or Will. I
No,
think it might have been Enid.
I think you said that she could have taken both of us down.
Well, because the duos thing actually helped you because she would have been able to take you both out.
So we were up
Yeah,
against
I
our.
mean, you guys could have she could have saved you, but you told her not to. So at the end of the day, that's on you.
I'm not gonna lie. I think that you guys should have just taken each other out because at that point Enid was kind of ready to go, and Demonica, you didn't do the best at the comps this season, but when you find your comp, you can win your comp, and
I
who
would have
knows?
won that next one definitely because I've won that the
Yeah,
next one.
so I think it would have been better to. I noticed with you that when your back is against the wall, you get kind of flustered, and
Yeah.
the defense mechanism for you is to give up. So I was glad that you didn't give up. It was a very big change for you from last time that you were here. But I just wish that you would have not told
It
Jasmine
wasn't that I
to go
was
to the
giving
bottom.
up. Loyalty is really big to me because
Yeah.
that's something that I've lacked in a lot of friendships,
Yeah.
and it's really important to me to be loyal and just. I didn't want to. I knew how much Will wanted to win this game, and I'll be honest, I wanted him to win it more than I wanted to win it because I played this game 500 times. Right? It's not as important to me. I mean, I'm not saying please don't take me wrong, but it's not as important to me as it is to some people. And I saw that, and I didn't want to go against Eden or him. So our backs were really against the wall. We were damned if we do, we're damned if we don't. And I think me and Jasmine going up against each other was the best option.
I think that
So
there's like an unspoken that it is a natural part of the game, but we kept being in these positions not because of the challenges, but because of the influence of the fact of the donations, like
Yeah.
game really was bought for the people who were continually in power throughout the game. And I mean, that's another social game right there. Like clearly that's powerful. But like on the side that was getting eliminated right after another, there was no support in the chat. And that's fine. Like I certainly like maybe if I'd played a different game, I would have been out there being like, oh, let me hustle and get people that I'm close with to be donating money. Just I just brought me to the game, and that wasn't enough. Like
You
those
should invite your friends and family to watch.
And Jasmine, on a fair note,
Yeah, my
because I'm a host,
stepdad said
because
that.
I'm a host of a game, and my game has a lot of controversial moments too. What I would say about the money part of this game is Dylan adding that to the game is actually a very brilliant thing, because the game is called I Love Money. So it does kind of make sense for the public to influence us. It doesn't feel good, but I will say this: it is a very brilliant idea that he had.
I
Because
agree with
It's
that. I
smart.
totally agree with
I
that.
hope you guys know too, like and I'm not saying this to be like, oh, we fucked up, but like my stepdad put like aside $100 for each episode, and he was just gonna donate $100 per episode. He's an IT manager who owns like a whole like IT tech company. He's rich, so he was just gonna put
Damn.
$100 aside for everybody for each episode. So
Is
it's
your dad single?
so
Chase,
it,
we regret putting you out, I promise.
huh?
Okay. We
What'd
did
you
it. We
say?
wish we could go back in time. Okay.
I
Okay.
know. I wish you guys didn't get me out so early because the pot
But
would have
don't
been
forget that if we
over.
hit each other
Right.
again, just remember that.
That's okay. I love you guys. I know you had to get me out. It was between me or Tori, and I knew you get that was your plan that night. So
I am shocked that I am shocked that Toys Alliance. That is actually very shocking.
Chantel did call Tori winning the first night, by the way. She was saying she's saying that Tori was probably going to win the whole thing.
Yeah, it's scary.
I love the fact that y'all thought Chase and I were like final together, because it completely blindsided like the people that I was with from the very start. And Chase, you probably know why I picked two people, because
oh
of
yeah,
the creators
yeah.
with the final
That
three
is
moments.
I mean, I
That was my
literally
motivation.
I guess
I
what I
literally
was saying when I
did
said you were lying, Tori, is that you didn't say that we were going to like the final three or anything, but we were like literally sharing candy canes and doing all this stuff and promising each other like things, and then when it came down to it, the promises just shattered. So those were the things that where I say you were a liar. But other than that, you were playing the game. So
Does anybody want to confess about their anonymous messages?
none of mine were anonymous.
Mine came out.
Be done. We've been here for 4.5 hours, and we can do all this at the reunion, maybe.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to hop off here soon.
I'm ready to be done too.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
same. This
I
was
gotta
I kind of
fun.
was just saying this because I didn't know if we even wanted to do a reunion. But I mean, if
Guys, I'll
you
be on
wanted
a
I
new
to,
thought this
show.
was the reunion.
I guess we'll wrap it up there. Well, once again, congratulations, Tori,
Congratulations, Tori.
and
Thank
congratulations,
Tori.
Jasmine.
Terrell knew I
For the
was
rest of you,
stressing.
I
until
literally
next
told
time,
you earlier today
from
not to sweat because you were gonna win no matter what, Tori. I literally told you that like
Ooh, he
5
high
times.
as a
My
kite.
biggest fear was coming in last place in that competition.
The only thing that
Let's
scared me
not
was when
interrupt
well,
Jasmine was
I'm gonna
David.
eliminated.
wrap it up, y'all.
Thank
So
you.
thank you all for an amazing season. And as always, from outside the I Love Money holiday house, I have been your host, Dylan Andrews, and we will see you all next time. So until that next time, thank you all for an amazing season. Oh shit, I'm trying to get the music up.
That's why I came on camera. I love that song.
Y'all better
I have a different song tonight. So let me
no.
No, it's a good one.
Okay.
Don't tell
Fuck,
me.
I can't. Why is my audio not working?
Also, drinks are on you, Tori.
Don't add me to the alumni chat.
Thanks for a great game with a deeply
Tori, I did support you and
sad
said you
ending.
All
needed
right,
help.
and for the last time this season, let the music play.
That's my win.